Hello, hello, my green skins. So, today we're doing another Shadowman playthrough as I continue on the horror genre. As we move on to some more stuff, today I have with me one of the big old bushwhackers ready to go. And we also have with us Bob Marauder. We also have ourselves Captain Rum Panda, who most likely will be running a live stream after me if he's doing something today. Hello, Rum. How are you? Hello, Bob. How are you?
I'm doing nice, doing fine. Okay, still surviving, still kicking, still, planning the next stream out.
Yeah. So what do you plan? What do you guys? Are you guys going to be doing some more Monster Hunter coming up there, Bob? I mean, Rob.
Oh yeah. We're gonna complete this week's daily bounty.
Oh, fancy.
Okay.
Being fancy, are we? And I'm playing some more and I've unlocked this door. So yay, I unlocked the door. Huzzah. Now I have to go up here. As I hunt more Dark Souls, as I fight more evil shit. Because this game is annoying on many levels. And I can't wait to get the fun. Oh no, they left. Boo! Okay, this is another Dark Citadel bullshit. And I have to fight, I believe, a couple of those ghost things. Yeah, here we go. The Dark Preachers. This is not part of the original game. These things did not exist. But they are... Yeah. These are the annoying things that exist in the game now. Can I be honest? This game was already kind of hard without the Dark Preachers and stuff, so I'm kind of surprised. Like, let's add stuff that was never ever a part of this game at all.
You know, I actually did not know that the Dark Preachers were not a part of it. I thought they were just there.
Nope.
That's actually good knowledge to know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they purposely put these in. These are apparently deleted characters that they had originally planned for this. Yep. I don't know how truthful that is, but they are a pain in the ass. So we're going to be talking about this a little bit, and then we're going to get to the big topic. We were talking about zombie stuff, actually, last night, and we never did finish that conversation. But we could always go with the new conversation today. And the new conversation's interesting, let's just put it that way. So, my conversation for new conversation will be, once we get a little more life here, we got 3 people, but we'll see if we can get a couple more. The new conversation is, what movie would be a good video game? That's going to be the question on this game. Yeah. So I'm going to start off with my first pick on it, and then we'll move on to what other stuff is, and then we'll figure it out. Or we can continue the zombie talk. Do you guys want to keep going with the zombie talk?
I think I'll let Bob. choose on this one. Okay.
Because we didn't even get to video game zombies. Like, you guys kept jumping off the rail. I couldn't get to the other. Like, we didn't even get to video game stuff.
You see, the chief blames me, but I've said twice while you and LDP were talking. It's like, so any more zombie stuff?
Oh, I had lots of zombie stuff, but this stuff we got distracted. So, like always, when LDP's on, you're going to get distracted.
Yeah, okay, and now he blames you.
Yes, I do blame him. What's the point of not having a mook if you don't use the mook for his benefits? like it works. They don't call me Orc Bitch Chief. It's Orc War Chief. There's a difference.
Keep doing that. You're gonna run out of friends real soon.
It's a bit.
It's a bit. I actually. I'm like, yeah, no. It's like, no. I don't blame Bob for any of this. But the character does.
Oh yeah, and I absolutely blame the chief
Yeah.
because he's the leader and he failed at being a leader.
Hey, can't do much with a group that doesn't want to follow.
Well, that doesn't seem to be my problem now, does it?
Nope, unfortunately it wasn't. It was mine. So we can continue with the zombie stuff, or we can start up our new segment conversation.
Anyway, which way it goes, I'm good.
Yeah. Rum kind of ruined it there. You're like we had a good thing there, some little drama for the channel. I like I said, I don't blame Bob for that. I blame us for that. I blame me being me kind of like not planning ahead and not thinking about it a little bit. It's a little bit of everything. I also know this is a topic Bob is afraid to talk about because he has no idea about zombies at all.
When it comes to movies, I only know like 2. World War Z does not count because it is so different from the book series.
Yeah, like that's the closest thing that he has like good knowledge of. Like
You didn't see Resident Evil, the Resident Evil the movies?
yeah,
No, I'll play the
zombies
game.
are different. Those zombies are actually different than the other zombies in the other franchise. So it's kind of fascinating that a lot of people don't understand that. Like they do have some difference in them. Like first of all, in Resident Evil, there are no such in Resident Evil. Kids who get infected by the fucking zombie virus die. Hey, to male Tomb Raider Part 4. Mike says.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, no. So children do not survive. The same with the La Plagas. The reason you won't see zombie kids in that game is that children will not survive the zombie outbreak. Like they don't survive the G virus. It affects them so negatively that it actually kills them. They actually die out. They don't ever make it to a certain point.
Yeah.
The darker thing is apparently some people say they might be in the leeches in the Outbreak game. Apparently they might be a product of that, but most kids do not they just don't survive. It's just they die, which is truly sad. That's just the truth of the kids in the Outbreak. They just don't make it. So I think I've maxed this out. Yeah, we've gotten all the souls. We are good. I think I can move on. I can enter the Dark Engine, eh? Find the Dark Soul. That's going to be a while. Let's get something.
So, Bob, you didn't watch Resident Evil the movies?
Nope.
Zombieland, come on. Okay, Zombieland's a pretty fun movie to watch. Okay, Zombieland pretty fun to watch.
Bob doesn't like zombies in general. Like he doesn't like horror movies. He's kind of he just does not have the same love for horror movies like I do.
What do you mean? Zombieland's not a horror movie, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but anything like that is just basically gonna be like, Bob's just gonna be like, meh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's the key difference. Is I have no fear factor for horror movies. I'm like, well, that was fucking stupid.
Well, I don't watch them for fear factor. Like I usually watch them just for the fun of the stupidity. It's like I kind of laugh at it. Like. And
I'm gonna say if I'm gonna watch something stupid, I'm gonna watch the Jackass movie.
Or Bad Grandpa.
Or that, yeah.
I love how my grandmother picked that up thinking it was a feel-good movie. I still to this day will always love the fact. And I told her, like, Grandma, that's not a feel-good movie. That is a Jackass movie. It's not about a jackass. No, it's a movie about, it's from the guys who made Jackass. And oh no, it's a story about a grandpa, a person getting a child, and blah blah blah. No, it's not. No, it is not. And then I show the person the bad grandpa. I show the clerk. I go, hey clerk, what do you think? Oh, okay. My grandma's buying it for herself. He kind of just looks at my grandma, looks at it, and just kind of rolls it like, just Jesus fuck. And she's like, I don't want the movie now. Fucking never listen to me, that woman. Never, ever listen to me. Oh, well. Anyway, so I guess we got 2 people watching today? What the fuck? That's not right. We should have more than 2 people. Let's do this. Set this up. Yeah. Yeah, why do I have 2 people watching? That is weird. Huh. Odd. Is YouTube being weird again? Do I have multiple people watching yet we don't have any registration? Because I know there should be at least me and Bob. And like I don't know if Rum's watching, but that should be like at least 3 people. Huh. Okay, so back to the insanity. We've talked enough. We can get going on the game. All right. So should we talk about what movies would pretty much make better video games than movies? Or we can continue the zombie conversation. Or we can move to what horror movie do you think you could survive in no problem? And then we could go through different horror movies.
Start with the movie stuff, move on to the video game stuff.
Okay.
Zombie-related articles, because I played more zombie games than I have watched zombie movies.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob is of that generation where it's like, well, why do I want to play this when I can legitimately, Why
do I want to watch when I can kill?
Yeah, exactly. He's of that generation. So let's okay. So my first pick for movies on this list, boys, is going to be a fun one that you guys are either going to love or hate, and that is the fun franchise that is Highlander. I think Highlander would make a better video game than movie in some ways. What do you think, Rob?
Okay. I can see that. I can see that.
Like, I mean, you could imagine playing, like, you get to play through different time periods and stuff of the Highlander and stuff. Also, could you imagine that being an MMO where you play with people? It's like a player versus player. You play through a time period, and then when everyone dies, you move to the next time period, and whoever survives has the extra points and abilities and stuff for the next time period that the game progresses to. And you just play through different time periods. Or it could be fun just to play the different time periods. Like you could
I'm about to say, hypothetically, PvP sounds fun. In execution, it usually just ends up atrocious.
You are right. I don't deny that. There is that problem.
Yeah, while that does sound like a cool idea, that sounds more like a party game. You know what else is a party game? Dead by Daylight. Interesting concept, horrible execution, especially for new players.
Yeah, I do agree. It does kind of fail in some ways, doesn't it?
So, thinking of it as not so much an MMO, but maybe you could do like a split screen with a buddy, 2 Highlanders or whatnot going through time. You could have like a bro code.
You could have a friend. You could have an extension of that. You could have different stories featuring the one character, Connor or Duncan or whoever you want to. Did I go through here? I think I did. Checking. I think I have to go to the next zone, but yeah. I don't know. There's a lot we could do. It's a big franchise. Okay, yeah, I did go through this way. Back up. I can't go. There's nothing here right now for me. And then I have that dark zone you can find. I haven't found the one place where everything's black, pitch black, yet. And I'm not bothering going fighting the kids.
Wait, hang on. Sam Raider. Okay, I'm back home. We can start now. You know what? Wait. Give me 30 minutes. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna be starting my stream early then.
Okay, so we're gonna set up. So what? Well, then we'll get you on your picks. Give us your top 5 video games would have just made a better movie. I mean movies that would have just made better.
Okay. The series counts. Like not just movies. Any type of show counts.
Okay, sure.
I'll say so. Yeah.
Okay. If any type of shows count, okay, my number 1. It's gonna be the Mandalorian. Okay, it would be so awesome to play like as your own creative Mandalorian. Like you just finished
Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, Star Wars Bounty.
It's kind of like that. Okay.
I'm sorry, even I knew that. It's like You know, if they made another one, like you said, where it's a bit more customizable, like you can actually, it's like, okay, for my wrist, do I want a wrist rocket? Do I want the wrist flamethrower?
Like that.
What colors do I want? It's like, okay, yeah. And maybe even different builds, because I know there's Mandalorians that are absolute fucking gorillas.
You got like you got the the big guy with
the fucking gorilla of a man that's just like 9 foot tall. I was like, holy shit!
We got a mini laser shooter there.
Yeah, okay. And maybe you could have potential allies like the IG-80 or the IG droid.
Yeah,
you guys are just making this sound more like Knights of the Old Republic, but okay.
Yeah. I know. Shut up.
And okay, if you do more bounty for certain factions, you might gain favor with that faction. Eh?
Yeah, just like Knights of the Old Republic.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, that's my first one. Okay, the second one gotta go with the classic. Okay, Man in Black, man. Wouldn't it be nice to be an agent?
Here's the thing. They had a few games, but they flopped pretty hard.
Yeah, I know. Okay, that's because they tried to tie it in with the movie.
Yeah,
okay?
the movies or the cartoon. Yeah, he is right. If you actually did something separate,
like for example, okay, you just graduated from MIB college, okay, and then like your first case, okay, and then if the devs are clever, you may randomize the cases, okay, every week, like daily bounties.
Wait, so are you saying this will be like a mix of what is it? Shadow of Doubt? You know, that pixelated kind of 3D game, Shadows of Doubt, where it's a detective simulator mixed in with LA Noire.
It could work. Actually, what he's saying
that sounds cool.
Like
that sounds cool. It's like you have randomized cases, but you also got to be a detective with LA Noire. It's like, okay, are you here illegally? Are you an alien? It's like, okay.
Yeah. Are you here illegally? Are you an alien? Are you allergic to shellfish?
Yeah, but you guys gotta understand. You guys are supporting space ice agents, and you can't support space ice agents. That's not good.
What are you talking about? Imperium of Man. I'm a human absolutist. Get fucked, aliens.
Yeah, humanity first, bro.
Humanity first. That actually get you, because that would actually get you kicked out of the MIT. Because you're not supposed to have. You gotta keep in mind that actually the comic pieces, I actually know what was in the comics. It's actually a very
I know. But you were talking about with the the real life counterpart. If we're talking real life, our species first. That's normal. That is completely fucking normal for any species to have whatsoever. I do not blame a species for saying mine first. That is patriotism. And I support it.
Yeah, I know. But Orc's saying about the game, okay?
Oh, in the game, of course, I'm going to have a different mindset. Why? Because it's going to be like Star Wars, where each species is like a multicultural center of diplomacy and shit.
Okay, and then maybe like after a few cases, you're gonna be like, we finally tracked down this alien here. Okay, he's eating human, and then maybe like a mini boss fight or something like that. Okay?
Oh, he's also related to the local STEM cartel.
Yeah, legitimately, it actually does sound like a great fucking
Men in Black, the New Age, or something like that. Okay? Give it a fancy title or something.
Yeah, giving it like, imagine just playing through like the entire area of New York, which you could do a map like that, and just having travel, talk to other aliens. It could work. Actually, it's a very
fine. Okay, fine. If they really wanted to tie it into the movies, okay, maybe we can give a cameo, like, this is the portrait of Agent J or something like that, okay?
No, dumb that shit, remove that shit. I agree. Hello, Gamer God.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't bother with it, because if you're going to focus on a cameo, that's more money out of the studio's pockets. Just focus on the game.
Hey, so how are you doing up there? I know the Philippines had a big earthquake. I don't know if that hit around where you were at. How you doing up there?
Gear just stopped by.
I just want to make sure, because I saw that. I was like, oh, shit. Like, it's bad from what I heard in some places. Oh, they text. I just want to make sure they're okay. But I'm fine with it. I think that's actually a great that's a great idea for a game. I'm not gonna lie.
And
what's your other picks?
and my third pick is going to be the what's that movie called again? Snakes on a Plane. Yeah, oh dude, that movie is so thrilling, bro. Snakes on a Plane. Okay, with freaking Samuel L. Jackson there.
Everything up to Snakes on the Plane. Now that you said Snakes,
I was like, wait, what? A game where it just takes place on a plane and that's it?
Yeah, I don't like
that. Sounds like a one-shot indie title, like a game jam game.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd play it. That's something that's like even on like. Okay, so
boo, Captain, boo.
Another pick for us, Rum, or are you gonna? Or we'll let Bob start picking up that way.
You may be able to set off, but if you got another, shoot.
Yeah, we're all.
Hang on. I do have another. Okay. I remember there's a movie about it. Wait, you know what? Nah. Okay. The second one, okay, a trilogy, okay, John Wick. I think John Wick's gonna be like a really good. I think John Wick has a really good setting for a video game. Okay.
Yep, I agree. Not gonna disagree there.
Oh, say if that's the case, what about Nobody?
Nobody
would and wouldn't. I kind of have that's a 50-50 for Nobody, unfortunately, because Nobody.
Yeah, but John Wick got more cooler stuff, bro. Okay, the underground, you know, the underground system, everything like that. The Continental.
There was.
John Wick got more cooler stuff, bro.
Yeah. They were. Yeah.
Mr. Nobody has something similar, but it's more officialized, like the Pentagon.
Yeah. Mr. Nobody was kind of interesting for that because I remember Nobody was like the way they actually were planning on making a game for John Wick. And the John Wick game was supposed to be about the Continental. It was supposed to be like running the Continental and stuff. And I don't know if that ever got made. I remember hearing about it a while ago and it just kind of vanished. And I think that would have been a good game. That would be an interesting idea where you literally have to deal with all the drama and bullshit that the Continental it kind of expired on, you know, like some of the insanity.
Underground hotel manager simulator.
I mean,
honestly, that sounds like something already. Isn't there a game where you're over in like a Slavic country and you're running like some beat out apartment building?
Like that does actually sound like an interesting idea for a game. It's like you have to buy merchandise, you have to get equipment, make sure to have proper weapons for people to buy and equipment, protection from safe zones of assassins and other people that might want to try to get into your fucking place.
Remember, if anybody breaks the law, they'll be excommunicados.
Yeah, that could be a great idea, like the assassin idea. I mean, I'm not lying. That actually could be fascinating as a game. Like, I think that'd be a great fun game.
Okay.
But they never did do it. I remember hearing about it, and then I just remember hearing it just died out, and I'm like, damn it! Like.
Would it play out like Evil Genius?
Huh?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
There's a game. Evil Genius is kind of like a sim game where you play a evil genius and you make your evil lair. Like think James Bond kind of like 1960s evil lair.
No, it was originally not, but then they did make it a mobile game. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So is it a mobile game? Because I remember like it's kind of like a quote unquote. It's kind of like
they may have ports
rip off like that.
It's not quite like that. No.
There were three games, I believe, and one of them was a MOBA, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Evil Genius it's closer to Fallout Shelter, I guess you could say, if it was a mobile game. There is no PvP because what you are is an evil villain, and on occasion, a spy will try to infiltrate and get your info.
Yeah,
just like James Bond. So
Yeah.
you have to figure out ways to either stop the spy, like using passcodes. You have to hire henchmen, like to be a security force.
Yep.
Yeah, Evil Genius is an interesting concept for a game. It's kind of fun.
It was.
Right,
I
right.
do believe it became a MOBA. That's actually. I do remember. Like I vaguely
Ew.
remember. I think so.
All right, final one, okay? And this is gonna be a classic one, okay? It's gonna be Lord of the Rings, but with a twist, okay?
Okay.
Because we have a lot of the lore on the western side of the planet in Lord of the Rings, right? We don't have
Oh my
any lore
God.
on the eastern side
Yes.
of the globe, okay?
Yes, the
Yeah,
men of the
people have
Darklands.
Yeah.
Maybe we
people-
can play. Maybe we can play as an Easterling or a Haradrim or one of them samurai factions that I heard rumors about. Okay, I don't know. Okay?
Yeah, you know what? That would be good, but the problem is with most people. Here's my only problem with that. I do agree with you, and I would love to see that game. One big fucking problem: fans. Fans.
Man,
This would be the biggest problem with that fucking game. I totally agree with you. That'd be so cool, but you know how much the fans would be like, "Oh, it's not." You'd have two types of fans. It's not keeping true to the source material, or it's not fucking thing. The Lord of the Ring fans are kind of like, especially the modern ones, are super toxic.
Huh.
The old
okay,
school
sure.
one,
Okay, sure. You
The
can
old
argue it's not keeping to the quote unquote source material, but in the end, there's not many source material to go on the eastern side, though.
yeah, but
Hell,
that's
even the southern side.
problem, Rom. That's the problem. I don't mean to throw a monkey wrench because I fucking think this is an awesome idea, but I know damn well that the fandom is fucking stupid with this game. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry, like I'm not trying to be an ass, but them Lord of the Rings, man. Oh yeah, those fans are fucking idiots. Like I really do hate the fans. So especially the modern fans. See, the '60s had this ban of tokenism that got really stupid. Like these are the guys who believe that fucking that the Hoblet root is goddamn fucking some sort of like marijuana. Yeah, those assholes. Fuck those guys.
But still, okay. Lord of the Ring has a lot of like good settings to like make a video game. Okay.
Oh, I totally fucking agree. But it's one of the hardest.
Like the mind, like Return to Moria. That's a pretty good game. Okay, I'm about to buy it as soon as I got my paycheck.
There were three. Like I'm not lying to you when I say this. There was goddamn three. Count them. 3 Lord of the Ring games that were supposed to come out and just haven't come out. Plus a Lord of the Ring MMO. I'm telling you, man. Like I don't know if that did that actually come out. I don't know if it's still alive, but I remember hearing that there was
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah. And but the problem is the fans are kind of toxic for that franchise. Like, I love your idea, though. I think that's a cool idea, and I would love to see more. But, yeah.
Enrich the lore a bit more. Sure, we got the old lore, yes. But again, okay,
Or,
adding something new into the lore, not that bad, right?
coming from a purist perspective, don't touch the lore anymore than it already is.
Yeah, of course. Okay, we're just adding
Don't
stuff into it.
fondle it.
Don't touch the sacred grounds, man. You're fucking with the sacred grounds. Like The Witcher, you can get away with The Witcher because the creator's a part of The Witcher. Like the guy has creative control.
Like I said, don't touch the old lore, okay? But enrich it, add stuff to it, enrich it, like we don't have any lore on the Easterling, okay? What are their armor like? What are their culture like, okay? What does the Easterling do?
Rum,
What are the
you
keys
can't
like?
enrich something. Here's what I'm saying to you. You can't enrich something when the creator's already been long since dead and wouldn't agree to any of these changes. I come from that
This
perspective.
is where you would have a case of this is a potential, this is not stated fact.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what we believe it could be, but we don't know.
Also, keep in mind...
You need to have that put in there.
Yeah.
Never use the word enrich. Do not say that. That is like pissing on a man's grave. Saying what he had before is nothing.
Yeah, look at the goal. Look at the bullshit that is the Golem game, for fuck's sakes, okay?
The what?
Golem.
The Golem game.
The little gremlin that fawns over the ring.
Yeah. Like, wait, you are talking to
the Golem. Okay, the Golem game is literally a bad game in general. Okay, the game don't even work right, bro.
Yeah, but look at they tried to add all this extra brand new lore that had nothing to do with it, and it literally doesn't make a lick of sense. Then you have the lore that is then you have look at what they've done with Rings of Power. I mean, I'm telling you, man, like it's like
that,
touching.
That is a blasphemy.
Yeah, but
of a recent era.
But that's a different case. You're changing the lore, okay?
Yeah, but this is functionally changing what already exists. That's the problem. This is what I'm saying.
Hey, Rob,
we don't have lore in the Easterling.
Let me throw you a hypothetical here, right? All right. Automaton or Bugs call for support. All right. You already got tired of a Hulk. Well, congratulations, you got 2 Factory Striders, 5 Hulks, and 2 War Striders. Have fun. That is the level of stress that the fandom is currently under because of what they did with Rings of Power. They don't know what's coming next.
That's exactly.
That is why their defenses are to the max.
Yeah, you have angry, and I mean fucking angry fans, man. I love Lord of the Rings, but anyone stupid enough to attempt a Lord of the Rings game right now is asking for fucking trouble. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it at this moment. But I agree
with
you.
Though.
It's a cool idea. Yeah, I know, fucking cool idea. I'm just saying that from the film.
I always liked their weapons and armor. And their giant fucking elephants. Oh shit, was cool.
Yeah. How are those elephant bred? How are those elephant bred? Okay. How are those elephant looked at? Okay. How do they behave in the wild? We don't know that.
Yeah. No, and we never will because Tolkien never worked on it because Tolkien didn't do it. And
maybe somebody else could.
I have a feeling they don't exist in the wild.
No, they do.
I have a feeling like they're a normal elephant, but for them to get that big, I think they're made.
They actually do exist in the wild. There's a lot of giant-esque creatures.
You didn't let me finish.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think they're a normal version of said beast out in the wild, but whenever they start breeding them for war, they start mixing in dark magic to make them that fucking big and that loyal.
No.
That was just my hypothetical I throw out there, because I'm like, you're a beast that big and you're gonna listen to a creature that small? Ain't no fucking way. I know elephants. No, they're usually not that kind. Especially a bull elephant.
Bob. You have the Watcher in the water, okay? You have Balrog, okay? You have Smaug, and the only thing you think that is not plausible is a giant elephant. What?
Okay. So let me explain.
I think everybody's misinterpreting what I'm saying, but okay.
Oh no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're inventing. You're kind of inventing lore to the individuals. That's fine.
That's to me, right?
Yeah.
I know they have dragons. I know they have the Watchers in the deep. I know.
Yeah.
You can't invent new lore, right? The purists will get angry, right?
I didn't invent anything. I said as a hypothetical because I don't know how they come about, and to be that big, they're fucking huge. They are about 3 times to 4 times the size of a normal Indian elephant. They're fucking massive.
Bob was theorizing. Now, how they apparently Tolkien has talked about some of those creatures. Some stuff he just didn't want to talk about because you fucker, fell into the lava. This is an annoying.
Honestly, that is the proper response to a journalist.
Yeah.
You fucker.
Yeah. No, he has actually brought up some of the creatures. Like they apparently live. Like they steal them from their mothers when they're born, and then they legitimately actually make them. Like they basically make them part of the clan type of thing. Like it's a whole terrestrial thing.
Okay, raise them from birth when they don't remember anything. That almost sounds like, what's that bird?
Well, that's how they do it in India.
I'm about to say that sounds like cuckoo bird too.
Yeah, they did that in India. That's how they. How do you think elephants? Why do you think elephants would even tolerate humans in real life back in the day? They raise them when they're young, man. That's how a lot of these guys do it, man.
That's fair.
Because they're herd animals. So if you enable yourself into the herd, it's why wild children can sometimes be raised by wolves. Well, why do you think that animal would do that? You would never see that in a lion tribe. You'd never see a lion incorporate animal children.
Yeah,
to that.
lion's pride.
Yeah. You'd never see that. But you would see that with wolves because wolves legitimately have a weird terrestrial nature with that mentality of a pack-like. Because lions, unfortunately, have a weird thought process when it comes to them, too. It's not uncommon for wild dogs to take in stray human children. That was happening in Russia way back in the day. It doesn't happen now.
Explains a lot.
Yeah, it's called
Wolf
feral.
taking in children. I immediately think of that cartoon movie. The wolf pack got a kid, okay, and they fall in love with a kid and be like, "Hey, this thing, he's part of the pack now. We're keeping this baby."
No, they will actually. Same with cat. Some cat young like normal cats will actually set in. Lions are a different animal. Like lions and tigers and shit are different animals, but they legitimately, tribally, like certain animals that are pack animals or herb animals or herd animals, they will legitimately. Not gonna lie, they actually will take creatures in. Like certain cats will do that too. Like you can see that with certain animals. Some animals are just like that, and that's how it is. But anyway, I think I said great idea. I fucking love the idea, and I would love to see more. But right now, Lord of the Ring fans are nuts, and I would not fucking temptate them at this point. You got any other picks?
That's the top 5, right? Well, maybe Bob should do his next pick.
For my pick of movies that should be video games.
Let's say Hardcore Henry because that's kind of obvious.
I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, the movie is a video game. That's the whole point of the movie.
Supposed to be a video
The whole
game.
point of the movie is to be like a video game, like a shooter.
Yeah,
if you're going that route, then you should pick Ready Player One, okay?
And plus, there's no need for a Hardcore Henry movie video game because
there already
the
is
Payday
one.
2 DLC.
Well, they already made one too. That's the other reason. I
Yeah.
hate this. I hate this stage. No.
Monster Hunter movie was a fucking mess, so no.
Wait, but the animated movie is pretty good though.
Let's see. It'd be interesting if they made a movie on something like finals.
We're asking you for a movie that would make a good video game. Not a video game.
I got it twisted again. Interesting movie that would be a video game. God damn. You know what? One of Rum Panda's new favorites, Assault on Precinct 13.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember? They're using silencers.
Yeah, they're using silencer. So
Because
let me
Rum
get
Panda's actually been referencing that movie for, a few streams ago?
Yeah, because of my new heavy bowgun, okay? That legitimately sounds like he's using silencer.
Yeah.
We gotta get you guys to watch some more movies. Maybe we should go back to doing movie nights on Tuesday. He's like, fuck, some of that. I take a quick pee, boys. Yeah, keep.
Dano.
So
Okay.
so let me get this straight, okay? Precinct 13. So our main goal is to either survive the night or take over the police station.
We're going to be on the side of the police and or prisoners.
Oh, okay.
Because this is going to be like a gang war. Now, whether or not it'll follow the exact movie, or it'll be something like Assault on Precinct 14.
14. Okay.
Because it's also in LA. And no, in LA, because that's LA in the 70s. It's like 60s, 70s LA. And it's that fucking nuts. Look at what happened recently in the modern day, where things are starting to be defunct and defunded. It wouldn't be surprising for other police precincts to, lose their funding and they have to shut that area down. I don't know if the chief can hear me from the distance he is because he's peeing.
I could hear you. What were you saying? Can you repeat that? Because I just went.
Okay. So I was talking how Assault on Precinct 13 happened around the 60s to 70s kind of era.
Yeah.
And that's LA. And we all know LA. All right, absolute fucking shithole of a place to be when it comes to crime.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
Totally.
it may not be following the exact movie in Precinct 13, but what if it's like Precinct 14? Because as time goes on, we've seen recently over in California, there's the defund the police kind of situation. What if another precinct was shut down and gang warfare breaks out?
Okay, that could be interesting. I actually...
And you're not defending the same police precinct, it's something else. It's like maybe a more modern day one, like the 90s.
Oh no! Instead of using silence, it'd be like, oh no, they're using miniguns! We're all dead!
No,
it'd be closer...
Okay, here's my thing. I would keep it in the I would keep it on that. I'd keep it in this. I'd keep it in the 60s, but make it more of a roguelike where, as you start, you get random stuff that can be in there, random ammo, random gear, and there's multiple ways to. Because there is multiple ways to escape. Incorporate those multiple ways to escape, so that if
like
someone wants to try to, if someone wants to
like
try
hot
to get
wiring that car.
Yeah. There's all these different escape plans you guys could have that could fundamentally extend the game. I think that would be more interesting because you'd be adding a huge different flavor text to the game at that point by doing that, and you'd be adding all this extra fun. I think you could actually play that a little bit more. Also, you could have different characters. For each character has different stats or abilities that could get them a little better, and then you can add other characters that come in and stuff. So when the police people come in, how much is their shit going to be, that perspective? How many guys are going to be cops from that? How many other characters are going to be extending it in that different way? And you can even add other joke characters. You can even add other famous characters. Let's say hypothetically, I add Ash from Evil Dead, or Ash is coming in under arrest. Because remember, Ash went to jail in the franchise. Or you could touch other things. Like, there's so many ways you could go about this that could be very fascinating in the franchise.
Yeah, that's going to cost the company a lot of money, man.
So during Halloween, you're going to have like the Evil Dead instead of zombie gang members.
Instead of gang member, you're going to have zombies.
Actually, it could be legit zombie gang members in that case. Like, you shot them dead before, but now they come back.
Yeah, they come back an hour later. It's like trying to get and the thing is, you also could have it in the perspective of the criminals as well. How do they deal with the fact that, like, if they make too much fucking noise, you got to hide bodies during the time periods when you move stuff around. There is a lot you could do with this fucking thing that would make it very, very fascinating. Like, this is just like one of multiple ideas that you could play the beast, man. And it's really kind of just a matter of how deep do you want to play this thing. By the way, I am save scumming. I don't give a fuck.
So
that's all right.
It's basically horde mode, but set in Los Angeles, kind of like that.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, like I'm saying,
with
this
like
could be
70s technology.
Yeah, with 70s technology.
Yeah, with 70s technology. Like I said, there could be some interesting tricks. Like, you could do a lot with this, and this would be
right. There's going to be interesting chicks.
Bar at the door, cost $7.
Tricks, tricks.
No. We also need some hotties in there too. Like the absolute badass of a woman that was in the movie.
We had 2 hotties in that movie, man. Both the girls in that movie were hot. I'm not fucking damn, man. Even the whiny reporter chick was hot, like Resident Evil Outbreak. Resident Evil Outbreak was really was fundamentally a good game, but it had a lot of flaws in it. That's what kind of made it sad. But you could do a lot with this if you put the time in and the effort in, man. Like, this is not a broke game. It's actually a playable game on every fucking level. Okay, so this is going to be. Did I get that?
And what's next, Bob? Your second pick.
Okay, so number 2. Precinct 13 was the first thing I could think of because it was the most recent. 13. I'm not saying it's number 1 idea.
No. We just said, it's not really an order. It's just a top 5. No, in no particular order. Okay, so your first pick, and then your second pick.
Second pick. When it comes to movies. Or series. Dominion Tank Police. Absolutely.
Ooh.
We need a Dominion Tank Police game, but it needs to be done well.
Do it like a strategy, maybe, like an RTS, maybe.
No, not so much a strategy in that sense, and not even like Valkyria Chronicles. Something.
Hello, Sam Ryder.
I'd say something more action-packed. Like, yeah, sure, you could do it in a turn-based, like have an on and off switch for it.
Okay.
I know games that have that, where you could switch it to turn-based and have your guys move to certain directions, kind of like Valkyria Chronicles, and then you could swap it off, and everybody moves individually, or based upon your orders and shit.
Hey,
and
Raider,
just
how
catching
you
crooks
been, man?
with the tank police.
Yeah.
Almost finishing dinner, Raider. Okay, I'll be with you when I'm done.
Yeah, similar to Gundam Battle Operation, but it's tanks. Because I know they've had. Now I don't want a visual novel, but what was it? I'm gonna look into it right now. There was
I know Valkyria Chronicles had an anime. I haven't actually watched it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, let me look this up real quick. There was a visual novel. There it is. Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation Code Fairy Standard Edition.
Oh, Code Fairy. God, I haven't heard that, and I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah. But instead of it being mobile suits, have this gameplay be tanks. Trying to catch crooks and shit.
Yeah, okay. So what's your
Hang on.
Bob could have done so much. I could have shown you so many more amazing stuff.
God damn it.
Whoa, hey.
Wake up, Bob.
I am awake now. I am very awake. Scared. Okay, yeah. By the way,
anyway,
gameplay style, because there was also what was it? Girls on Panzer, I think Dream something.
Didn't they do that? I thought it was a video game for Girls on Panzer. I freaking remember one.
Think of that, but Dominion Tank Police. I'd be for it. I'd play it.
I didn't like
the greatest.
It was too cutesy for me. It's like I didn't like the little cutesy girl. Sorry.
The game. The gameplay.
Yeah, I know, but I never liked girls. I was just saying as a whole, Girls on Panzer is kind of eh.
But also, your knowledge on tanks and history and firearms is a bit limited, so I can understand.
Well, my knowledge on tanks is a little better, but it's like I just know it as like the Japanese. I don't know the actual tank lingo. I just know, oh, that's the Japanese tank. Oh, that's this tank. Oh,
yeah, that's a Choni. That's a Choni too. Oh, what else do we got here? Oh shit, the entire college team is post-war makes, including the Centurion 1 and a bunch of chappies with patent tanks. Oh look, and the T-95, the Doom Turtle.
Yeah, I don't know the names of these things. Although me, I'd be honest, I'd be in that weird spinning tank thing that Galileo made, or no, it was Michelangelo that made his little tank, his multi-gun tank. Just to say, to create that as a real tank would be kind of fascinating, especially if you were to do it right.
World War I prototypes, look at them. They're fucking stupid.
They are stupid.
That was before tank warfare had a proper doctrine.
Yep, it wasn't until I think it was it was the French originally that created the first official tanks.
Yep, the FT Renault.
Yep,
I like that little thing. That thing is fucking adorable. All right, I don't care what people say. My other tank that I enjoy from the French was actually the Samoa, the S-35 Samoa.
Yeah, I was actually gonna do that as another shirt for merch idea. Was the tank coon? It's gonna be like a little toy. It was gonna have two. It was gonna have tank two, or it's a girl. It's a girl that's like a little tank, and then I was gonna have different tank girls type of thing. It was a joke, but I never did actually do it. That's another merch shirt.
Here's the thing. There's already a dating sim for that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't do it. That's why I ended up giving up
including,
on it.
what is it? The Bob Semple tank. You could date Bob Semple. And Sherman. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do it because it's like, oh, this already kind of exists, so I see no valid reason
Yeah.
to.
But I know we got off topic. The original idea was Dominion Tank Police.
Yeah.
And I know that as an anime series, I fucking love. New Dominion Tank Police, I was like, on, but the original series, fucking adored it. I love it to this day.
New Dominion was more of a let's be honest. That was more of a murder mystery, kind of a whodunit. They actually wanted to go more noir detective with those characters. That was the gameplay with those characters. Dominion Tank Police is just fucking super sci-fi. What the fuck, where the world is basically, about.
And that's what I like about it. Is like looking at how would I describe that architecture? Everything's rounded, but not so much to where it looks like the background of Mario 3.
Yeah, they did. Like I said, they legitimately kept going with that. Like, you still have that rounded look, but like I said, the series was way more of an environment of a setting that was more grounded in some ways than it was in the other one, because the other one was way over the top. Although, how grounded can you fucking get when you have a tank that's a fucking super spider with fucking, anti-ground fucking boots and shit? Like, Jesus fuck.
Oh yeah, that thing that Bonaparte's a interesting design, because I know you say definitely based off of some Japanese tanks, like the I think the Chago, the Hago. It has a mixture of the Hago and the FT Renault tank. It's like some weird sci-fi hybrid of those two tanks.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Because the offset turret is like, that's very French looking to me when I see an offset cannon on a turret base.
So what's your next pick for the next number there?
Let's see. Because I'm also thinking of like TV series that I've enjoyed. I don't enjoy a whole lot of them. How would you think of a Ninja Scroll game?
There technically was one. I vaguely remember. I just don't know if it ever got freaking fully realized.
I was like, Ninja Scroll was metal as fuck.
You know what? Actually, you know how metal that fucker was? You could pick that up back in the day in the heavy metal magazines. You actually could buy. I'm not joking when I say that. You could legitimately buy that. You could buy that movie from Heavy Metal. You also could, which is kind of amusing, you could also pick up Night Shift Nurses. Don't look that up.
Okay, yeah, but either way, I think my favorite character in Ninja Scroll was one of the villains. It was actually Tessai, the man with stone skin. Yeah. I was like, dude, that man was fucking buff.
Yeah, that guy was good. He unfortunately died because he thought with his cover. But yeah.
Yeah, not to mention that upward cut that split him in half. I was like, oh, dude, that was fucking cool.
That was such a cool death. I'm actually, what's funny? How often I will randomly hear someone bring up Ninja Scroll. As an old school anime guy, you gotta understand. For me, as an old school anime guy, I'm like, oh, people actually know this exists. I'm kind of like, it's like It's like when I hear someone talk about Gift Me Cat, and I'm like, really, you knew about that anime? Okay, that's kind of surprising.
Yeah, Ninja Scroll was one of those. I saw it in an ad one time.
Yeah.
It was like old school movies of like Japanese anime action, and it was like going through a bunch of different animes from like the 90s and shit. And I was like, that one looks interesting. Then I did like a search for image, and I found the name Ninja Scroll on Google, and I was like, I'm watching this.
Yeah, it's actually really good. It's actually shockingly good. It's not my favorite of that brand of like the old school, like that type of action, but it was actually very fascinating for its era. And I'm actually, like I said, I do get surprised when people bring up Ninja Scroll as something. But yeah, I think Ninja Scroll was something. I know Samurai Champloo also had a video game.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, Samurai Champloo
had a video game?
Yes, it did. And that's actually not a bad one. I remember seeing that one too. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's like one of those kind of, it exists. That's kind of cool,
Goddamn samurai wearing fake glasses.
Yeah.
What else? Because I know I got 2 more on this 5. Because I got 3.
Yep.
Yeah, we went over Lord of the Rings. Star Wars has a fuck ton of shit, so I'm not gonna bother. Same with Star Trek. 40K is kind of in the toilet, so no.
No 40K, no 40K. I'm gonna like a ban on all
that would be so easy. That would be such an easy way out.
It's in the toilet, so I'm not gonna bother.
Well, for me, no, just as a whole, it's just they that's all they're doing now is making.
Motherfucker, they had a smash or pass at the VTuber. All right, I'm fucking done.
Yeah, that ended it for me too. That's why I said it's 40K. No 40K lore today, boys. We're done. We're done with
yeah,
the 40K.
Fuck off. Yeah, fuck off. I have none of that shit.
Yeah,
not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. It's over.
I'm putting you down, my child.
Yeah.
I'll see you in hell.
Okay, so 40K is out.
Okay. Because I'm trying not to go with all animes. I'm actually trying to think of like maybe some live action or Western cartoons.
Well, think of a good Western movie that you've seen that actually just like says, you know what? If this was a video game, this would actually be better. I got one for you, but I'm not. I got one for myself.
What do you think about The Last Airbender?
The Last Airbender. Oh
no,
but it does not take place anywhere around the Avatar or Aang. It's just you're some mook trying to learn elements yourself, and you're adventuring around the world.
There was an MMO. There was at one time a planned MMO, and then Korra came out.
Oh.
Korra came out.
Because the original series of The Last Airbender with Aang is like, I fucking love that series. All right, that was a childhood right there. It actually felt like an adventure.
But that one, unfortunately, like I said, they unfortunately had
Okay,
accident.
So never mind.
Yeah.
Retract that one. See, Clone Wars was good, but once again, that's Star Wars. And it was mostly from the perspective of the clones that I liked, because I heard similar stories from old vets.
Yeah.
Very similar stories.
Okay, how about we're gonna go with something with this. All right, Bob. Think of a movie. Like, come on, there's got to be something. Like, we had the John.
I know we had John Carpenter stuff. Hellraiser's kind of just eh.
Well, we are getting Hellraiser video game. We are getting a Hellraiser video game. We'll see how this goes.
Oh yeah, and then I saw the Halloween one, which I was like, this is just Friday the 13th with new paint.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, that Halloween one was like, ew.
I was
gross.
So depressed, man. I was like, I saw that. I was like, fuck. I thought it was good, because that's the problem with that. Like, if anyone who's played the Halloween, has played that Halloween, the Friday the 13th game, it got so stupid for characters in that game. I was just kind of like, because now at this point, there's nothing like the good guys can pretty much. If they know how to gang up on Jason, I've actually had that happen. Where guys will actually sit there
in that game. Jason is the victim.
Yeah,
California girls.
Yeah. They're not even scared of Jason anymore, man. When they see Jason, they dance in front of him.
Yeah, they do. They legitimately. I actually had that happen where I was like, "What the fuck?" And Jason, like I said, when they start ganging up on Jason, what should happen is when they start ganging up on Jason. That's when Jason gets rage mode or something like that, and he goes fucking psycho on them.
For Honor Revenge.
Yeah. Like he starts hearing, "Get him, mommy," get him, or kill them all.
Kill them, my child.
Yeah. Just something just to burst him into fucking fury mode, so you just can't fucking stop him once he gets into that mode. When you have too many people pranking him, there should be a counterbalance to that fucking prank. But there isn't, and he just fucking gets fucking owned. It's like he ends up ending up being like he's a little bitch. It's really annoying.
Oh, okay. Here's an idea here. Okay, how about Nightmare on Elm Street, the video game? Huh?
No.
That could work if done correctly. That could
that'd
work.
be like fucking Silent Hill. maybe Saw? Is
No,
that
you
how
could-
it's going to play out?
You'd have to do the day-night cycle. There is actually, I do want to. When Bob,
Nightmare in Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. You play as Freddy Krueger.
well, I need to get Bob a computer first. But if we ever get Bob a computer, I plan on actually getting him to play that because, like, my game plan is. We want to get Bob to play the Friday the third. I want him to play Nightmare on Elm Street with me. I want to do a live stream where we all play Nightmare, the original the original Nintendo 4-game Nightmare on Elm Street, where you get 4 players to play. Yeah, but right now I don't think Bob can do it. So it's like because I'd love to get him there for that.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's see here. What is the spec? Okay, maybe we can like budget it. Okay.
No, Bob needs a computer because then what I have to do is we have to run an emulate. We have to run a ROM. We have to run like it's an emulation game, eh? We'd have to all emulate it. Yeah, no, it's viable. It's viable. It's just not functional right now. Bob needs a computer. We need him to join the PC master race, which probably will happen very shortly because I don't think Bob's going to pick up the PS6.
No.
If Bob's gonna pick up the PS6, then man, you're bleeding money, bro.
I mean, wait,
you
is that announced? Is that like a thing?
That okay. I shouldn't have said anything, but next year.
Wait, no, wait. That's not true, man. Come on, it's just speculation, okay?
No, next year. That's not a joke, and that's didn't hear that from me, chat. You didn't hear from me next year. No one heard from me. Yeah, just talking to a friend of mine, who's a friend.
Yes.
And I'll just say
it was a friend of a friend.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know that it's a their estimates, their belief estimate of what they were planning, what they may sell it for. Although this might go down from what I've heard. $1,000. The next PlayStation is going to be $1,000.
You can buy a pretty good spec, man.
In the kindest way possible. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I have to say to that.
That is the hypothetical rumor that I may have heard or may have not heard talking to a friend of mine who I'm not going to name names. But I will tell you this right now. I wouldn't say it unless he actually thought this was real. So enjoy your $1,000 console.
Your slave chain, sir.
$1,000 from what he said to me. I said no fucking way. And he said
There's a really weird market strategy here, okay? Maybe it might work on PlayStation side, okay?
$1,000, and apparently from spec wise, what he figures is the way they were talking about it and the way things were going, he figures the specs are going to be a little bit better than a top of the line computer now.
Bullshit. Because as PCs evolve, they're eventually going to take the same tech.
Oh, they're already beyond the tech, man. Like, I hate to say it, if you wanted to, Bob, I'm not gonna lie.
I already know, like, the moment I bought my PS5, I already knew the tech was outdated on the PC side.
You are already out. You are already, like, very outdated.
Well outdated, yeah. I'm like you when it comes to modern stuff.
Like, I hate to say it, like, I spend my money on stuff, but I go cheap. I go cheapy as you can fucking get. Well, like even this computer I got now, this is not a top-of-the-line computer, but it is a good computer for what it is. I need a functional computer, and I'd rather get something that's functional and that works, that's a good price, than try to get something that's gonna that's that hard-ass beat right off the hop. Because you get burned every fucking time by doing that. It's not fucking worth it. It's better just to fucking take the price tag and earn yourself the in. That's the fucking truth. I think people spend way too much money trying to get the next new thing that's worth thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, how does that save you any fucking money at that point? It doesn't. It's not worth it.
Because I'm still trying to think of the movies you showed me. Like, what was that Bloodsport one? It wasn't Bloodsport with Van Damme. It was Swamp Ninja, BDSM wrestler, and Owl Man.
Avenging Force.
Yeah,
Avenging Force. One of the last canon films that that Canon came out with.
Yeah, it's like, how the fuck would I make that a video game? It would have to be linear.
You could, but it would be yeah. That's exactly what you just how you said.
It would be like a story driven video game. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I hate linear shit.
Am I?
And if it's going to be linear, at least give me a sandbox to work with, so not everything's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Oh, like something like God of War Ragnarok type.
Never played it.
You know what? Yeah, I didn't play it either. It's one of those few that just kind of passed me by and then some.
I was never a huge fan of the God of War series, but when I saw that, I was like, what the hell did they do to Kratos? Even I knew something was off.
Yeah, Yeah, Kratos. I didn't like it, and I'm still one of those guys where I'm like, my friend buys every new console that came out. He still has. He was one of the. I got a buddy of mine. He still has like we have a console off. He has a 3DO for fuck's sakes. I don't know that many people that have a 3DO. He also had a Panasonic, like that. Like the early shit, like the other stuff. So it's like to have that shit. I'm like, why did you? Okay, I'm literally of that okay mentality. It's like, wow, you actually spent money on this. Ooh, But my friend is a hardcore gamer, so he buys his stuff as a hardcore gamer. And yeah, he says it's one of his best. Like, he spent a lot of money on games, and I'm just like, I can't do that. Like, even my brain won't let me perceive games after a certain point. You have to have like a certain level of, okay, this is what I want, this is what I get type of thing,
I just wait for discount like this Asian.
Yeah, good luck getting back in the day, good luck getting a 3DO. Good fucking luck getting a 3DO on a discount, man. That was impossible. And some of the Panasonic shit was even worse. Good fucking luck, boys. That was something that just you never fucking saw for that franchise. Never saw for that game. As much as it's it's still one of my, the 3DO was interesting in a lot of ways and had some very interesting games. But yeah, no. Same with the Jaguar. I don't ever remember seeing a Jaguar that was on sale in my entire thing. And I did eventually get a Jaguar.
Yes, same, Sam Raider, same, okay? I much rather prefer Kratos' older voice than his newer, more uncle voice. Yes, I agree, Raider. I totally agree. Okay?
You know how I picked up my my Atari? Actually, just kind of side tangent here. I picked up my Atari. I went over to a guy's place, and it was we were at a funeral. I didn't know the guy at all. I was with my at the time girlfriend. And this was a friend of her family. The guy ended up exiting himself, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
So we're upstairs, and we're hanging out. We're hanging out upstairs by ourselves, kind of just waiting for stuff's going on. She has no interest in this guy at all. Like, she's like, I really didn't care. This is my mother's friend. It's not mine. My mother's friend's kid. I don't. She didn't want to be there. So we were hanging out upstairs with her, with this guy's other cousin, who's a complete fucking asshole. And so he wants to play strip poker with me and my girlfriend. I'm like, we're at a funeral. What the fuck? That's my mentality.
What the hell?
Yeah. He really wanted to be with her. Like, he was. I don't know what it was. Hello, Rafe. Welcome. And so he was telling me, like, they were like, he was having a weird, like, just kind of the way he was talking to her. I'm ready to punch this guy out. I'm at a funeral and I'm trying not to say anything because this is this guy's like relative. I don't want to. I think it was his uncle. So anyway, he had a bunch of gaming consoles there. So at the time, my girlfriend was like, she's a little card shark. This girl is still a card shark to this day, by the way. She's actually a very good. You do not want to play cards with her because she can cheat on a level of cheating. And she had what I like to call. She had one trick that works on all men. It's the infinite trick. It's it's getting hot. I'm going to take off this one shirt and show another shirt. She was very good. She had a lot of assets that allowed a lot of distraction. So basically, we took this guy to the cleaners at this funeral. So the guy had nothing left, and his uncle had all this gaming stuff. Well, he said, "Well, hey, can I, he doesn't have any money to pay, and we'll do it for money. She'll do it for stripping. That was the deal we went with." And so I said, "Okay, well then here's the thing. What can you give us then if we're going to keep playing this game?" She would purposely lose just to show him a little skin to keep him in the game. And so he went, "Well, hey, my uncle had these gaming consoles." So we started playing for the guy's gaming consoles. So I literally got my hands on a Jaguar, Atari Jaguar, a PlayStation 1 and a PS2 from this guy literally trying to play strip poker with my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend. We basically cleaned him out. And then what happened was, what made it really amusing is later on he was like asking, "Hey, can I get those consoles back? I wasn't supposed to gamble them away." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I already sold them."
Huh.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to gamble away those.
Yeah, but he did.
Yeah, he did. He gambled his dead uncle's property. I feel bad about that, but at the same time, this asshole was literally asking to see my girl's naughty bits. So, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Anyway, I just finished dinner. All right, now it's time for me to
Yeah,
start
man.
my own.
Oh no, the man has to go. He's on a tight schedule, and whenever we end here, if you're still up, I'll be joining you guys, Captain.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
All right,
bye,
Raider.
Raider.
I'll see you in hunting party. And of course, for you guys here, okay, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and help the channel grow, right?
Yeah. I and don't worry, Rum. We'll have more evil stories to tell you later. When you come back. Okay, see ya. I don't feel bad. To be honest, I don't feel bad about stealing that guy's shit after him, asking my girl like that. He boldly at a funeral. What the fuck? I have no sympathy for it personally. Maybe I'm an asshole.
Understandable.
But yeah, I think that was gross. I actually do still think that is gross for him to ask her that. Like literally, we just had started going out like that week, and here's this fucking loser. Ugh, don't do that. Don't. Okay, guys. Rule 1: do not mess with another man's girl in that way. I'll tell you this right now: they will get very resentful, and if you give them an opportunity to get revenge on you, oh, they'll fucking take it. They don't care.
I do gotta ask, who needs to be told this? This is supposed to be common knowledge. Yeah. I understand the stupidity of what I have just stated, but I shouldn't. If you catch my drift, I shouldn't have had to ask that.
No, I know that's gross though. Like I said, it's one of the few times I got but that's how I got my Atari. That's how I got my Atari Jaguar. It's not the worst thing I've ever done for a console. The worst thing I ever did for a console is I helped a friend clean up his dog's yard, and I mean his grandmother's dog's yard. That was the worst for a console. That was me getting myself another PS2, and that was disgusting. That was the grossest thing I've ever had to do. Because that was years of dog poop because his grandmother's in a wheelchair. And yeah, I found that gross. I found that messed up, but I found that gross.
Hey,
Yeah. Anyway, back to our story.
have you heard of what is it, Gasaraki?
Who's that?
This looks like some sort of mecha anime.
No, I don't. I'd probably have to see it to know it because you're asking me about an anime and I'm notorious for not.
And then we had was it Mighty Space Miners 1994? Because I'll be real with you, I just like the 90s anime better. There's something about just that cold aesthetic.
Yeah.
That I just love. It looks like one of those old Windows 95 computers.
Yeah.
All the ships, all the tech. It has just that.
Yeah.
I can't describe it. It's cold. It's real. It's there.
So yeah,
I'll see if I could send you the short video that I watched, and I was like, seeing all these little techie bits move around, this would be an interesting game.
Okay. So so any others or you want to add to the collection before we keep going?
Yeah, because I'm looking at this and I was like,
I agree. I do agree, Raver. That was totally messed up, but that was the most messed up thing I think I'm willing to talk about.
But yeah, this
yeah,
Gasaraki / Plenka.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I'd have to look at it. There's a lot of cool mech animes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I got my hand on a Jetfire. How did I get my hands on my Coleco? Oh, that was interesting. I actually the Coleco was given to me by a person after her son went. Oh, this was great. So her stoner son at the time had a Coleco and like an insane amount of video games. So I was helping cleaning out her upstairs attic, and I found the Coleco in there. And I'm like, oh shit, this is a Coleco. You want it? Sure. I got all this games. He moved out and left all this stuff at her house thinking that it was going to be there. Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. Grannies don't care. If you leave gaming consoles at grannies' houses, gaming consoles will go bye-bye. That's how I lost my Master System. I know for a fact grannies don't. I don't know what
it is about grannies. They just find a way to sell it off.
They do, right?
Like they'll keep their VHS for 20 years, but they see a fucking Super Nintendo. It's like, money.
I know, she did. I literally just helped her clean up her upstairs attic, and this old lady gave me his fucking his Coleco, man. And I had almost every Coleco game out there. Plus three controllers, plus an old Genesis controller, because you could plug in the Genesis controller into the Coleco, and it was like, oh my god, I think it was a Coleco with the Atari, I can't remember what, but yeah, it was a bunch of, and then like later on, we were doing I was doing some downstairs work for her, and instead of paying me, she found herself an old Atari somewhere. I don't know where she found it. And so she basically, instead of paying me, gave me the Atari. And the Atari still worked. It was actually it was an Atari in a box. Like not a sealed box, but it was a boxed Atari.
It was almost like fresh.
Yeah, I got that heavy plastic smell. So you know it was extra good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was one of the more crazier things. I said, grannies will sell your game systems, man. Anybody who's grandmas, like grandpas won't sell your shit. Grannies will sell your fucking game consoles. Or
nowadays, the elderly are starting to understand the joy of video games.
No, the elderly are selling. The elderly are trying to pawn it off for thousands of dollars because they think they can because they have a Nintendo. They have an old Nintendo. And they think they can sell it for $2,000. I literally had a I went to do some.
Okay, wait. I was gonna say maybe in your area, and possibly in mine, but some buddies that I know, their grandmas are absolute gods at Mario Kart.
Some grandmas do get into it. It just all depends on what it is. But like, no, I find now what grannies have been doing lately is really annoying. I literally I went to a friend of mine wanted me to look at this person had a bunch of Nintendo had a Nintendo for sale, eh? And it just
Yeah.
said Nintendo plus games for sale. She wanted $700 for everything, and I started laughing at her, and I said, "You know, I hope you find the buyer. There's no way the collection of games that you have is worth $700. I'm totally sorry to say this to you." And she's like, "Well, what price would you give me for it?" I said to her honestly, if you want my honest opinion, without being an asshole, I will offer you the grand sum of $72 for it, and that is the max I'm willing to spend. And she goes, $72? That seems kind of cheap. I said, all you have is like Mario games, and like you have a couple. You have Mario 1, Mario 2, the Legend of Zeldas, which aren't worth anything. But the carts are gold. Doesn't that mean they're special? No, they're not special. And she went, oh, now I'm giving you a good price. I'm giving you the better price. I'll tell you this right fucking now, almost guaranteed that anybody else who offered you a price is not going to give you the same price I just gave you now. Are you interested? And she's like, well, I'll ask for somebody else. And then eventually she took it to a pawn shop thinking like maybe she could pawn it off. They offered her $15 for everything.
Damn.
Yep. The controllers are old. They've been collecting dust. It just.
Oh, you got all the tattoos?
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, I just noticed you hopped into the lava water. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
When you have all the tattoos, it's just the best feeling. That's why I love it as like a support item.
Yeah,
Passive
it is
support.
Yeah, it is one of those things. Once you get it, it opens up the game like you wouldn't fucking believe.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. And you don't get punished for failing as much.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons to do it. But no, that's kind of where I came from. That like I've worked with I've done a lot of gaming stuff, and I do
I have another idea.
Yo.
Sorry, I was listening to one of my favorite artists, Magnavolt. Shout out, because I love this artist. Does a lot of cyberpunk stuff. Lethal Response. The cover art looks like Judge Dredd. I was like, holy shit! I know there's a Judge Dredd game, but what about a new one that runs like the RoboCop game?
Honestly, yeah, I totally agree. That would be fun. I heard Night Dive Studio might get the new one from what I've been hearing.
Because just imagine that shit. Like, I know you had the old one, and some of the funniest shit was public obesity. I fucking love that. But just take the same programming, maybe change some things up a little bit from the RoboCop game. Obviously, you're not going to be some roid rage machine. But it's like, dude, that'd be so fucking sweet.
Well, you know, RoboCop is now, I think he's in his 80s or something like that. Like, he's literally, the only reason RoboCop is alive is that they're like keeping him alive with like cybernetics and other stuff. Like, he should be functionally dead at this point, but he's in his late 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what
I'm saying? Like, you take some aspects from Ready or Not, where you are a judge, but you also have to do police work, like in Ready or Not.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, it is kind of funny how they do stuff like that. And I would agree with you. That's actually a good one. I'm actually thinking...
Hell yeah, I'd love to be a judge. That'd be fucking sweet.
It would be cool. It would be kind of a fun game. They were planning on another one, but I just don't know if that ever actually got finished. The worst.
And then that twist of like mission number 3. Oh shit, there's vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah, like imagine the shock of people who don't know Judge Dredd. Like me, when I was like, what the fuck is that ghoul?
Yeah. That's legit. That is like that's been a part of the front. Like Judge Dredd, I really do. I keep telling players and people out there, look up Judge Dredd if you ever get a chance to look up Judge Dredd. It is one of the most fascinating franchises out there, and it's been around forever. And I really do feel that it's actually kind of one of the best comic series.
And there's a reason a lot of people kind of pay homage to that. Like, was it recently? Because the other thing that won't be mentioned did it as a sheer rip. But Helldivers did an homage to not just RoboCop, but also Judge Dredd with some of their armors for the police war bond. The medium armor is almost 1-for-1 with RoboCop. Almost, not exact. It's like the normal police uniform of that universe with RoboCop's helmet.
Yeah.
And the heavy armor is it's fucking Judge Dredd. It's a judge. You look at that armor, it's a fucking judge.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stir some chili and I'm gonna empty the AC here. I'm gonna be so happy when I no longer need to activate the AC anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is just boiling up nice.
One thing that is a neat idea with the armor that kind of sucks is you're only going to be useful against the bots. Because, yeah, you stop bleeding from the chest, you also have reduced damage from explosives. And it's like, only the bots really work with that shit. But it is cool to walk around like Judge Dredd, alright? That shit's beautiful. Also with that hybrid pistol, the Warrant, where it's the 3-round burst style of RoboCop's pistol with the tracking darts of RoboCop's pistol. It's like, okay, that another cool hybridization, paying homage to ancestors. But I'm going to continue thinking on the 5th, unless you have an immediate one.
Okay.
Chief?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just like I said, I was stirring the chili and checking the.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think
you doing okay? I know you were hurting a little earlier because of all the beans in your chili.
Oh no! I'm good.
Okay.
This wasn't a bathroom situation. This was legitimately checking the AC, and I gotta stir this chili because I'm
okay. Well, here I'm thinking you're making an innuendo about stirring your beans.
Oh no, I am completely and totally good. No, we're fine, man. We're doing good.
Okay.
We're cooking here right now, literally. No, I'm hoping to. No, it's a fun. Like I think personally, like I said, there's some fun stuff out there you could do with this. So my pick now for video game. Yeah,
because I can't think of a 5th unless you can remind me of something we watched.
I'm gonna start. Bob, we gotta get back into movie night. As much as I don't mind doing the stream on Tuesdays, we gotta get back to movie night. That shit was so much fun.
It sometimes, but I'm looking at the old movies that we watched, and I'm like, how the fuck would I turn this into a video game? Or the ones we did watch, I kind of forgot about.
Yeah, well, the first one the one I want to bring up is, and we should do this, is the movie Tango and Cash. I think.
Tango and Cash.
Yeah. Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell.
Ah, yes, I remember now. Yes. Well, they already kind of got a game like that.
Yeah, well, no, like, not Kane and Lynch. I'm talking about an actual, like...
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, that sounds like Kane and Lynch, but okay.
No, Kane, because Kane and Lynch is a fucking psychopath. Surprisingly enough, that actually was a good game. It actually it spawned a couple series, too, if I remember correctly.
I also like the split screen.
Yeah.
Like wasn't that like kind of the thing of a time? Because Kane and Lynch, if I'm not mistaken, was an Xbox exclusive, also with Army of Two.
Yeah.
They had a lot of that couch co-op buddy system for those games.
I also think that didn't Lynch die saving Kane's son or daughter or something like that? I vaguely remember. It's been a while. I remember it was.
I know the ending is very dramatic.
I remember. I haven't played that game in over. Oh God, I haven't played that in forever. I'm actually trying to remember, but I do remember that the main character, like the crazy psychopath that was like the murderer, serial killer, right off his fucking water. He ends up like sacrificing himself to save somebody or something like that. It's like a really dramatic amazing moment. Like it's like to see him do that is kind of neat. Like it is kind of that moment when the hero. Okay,
Oh, got a fifth. Sorry, got a fifth.
Oh,
Invasion USA.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Invasion USA as a shooter.
That would be so much fucking fun, man. We get Chuck Norris back, baby. We got to get Chuck Norris back. I love Chuck Norris. We need more Chuck Norris stuff.
Because when I was thinking Kane and Lynch, and it's like all that Hollywood kind of stuff going on, I was like, wait, Invasion USA? That'd be a fucking awesome shooter.
Yeah, Invasion USA would be great. I do feel like I also do feel like we need more Chuck Norris. Like I feel we don't
Bring
have
back the '80s. Bring back the time when no one was afraid to show a pair of titties on the screen.
Yeah, we want. Yeah, even if those titties were a little crack whore, we don't mind that.
Oh, don't remind me. That scene sometimes plays in my mind, and I don't know why. When she's testing it, and the guy's like, "Bam!"
Oh man,
that fucks with me.
Yeah, that fucks. Yeah, that's a magic trick right there, eh? If anyone.
Watch me make this straw disappear. The fucking metal straw shoved up her nostril.
Oh, yeah, I do agree. That is fucked up.
If it was any longer, she'd be dead.
No, she is dead. He throws her out the fucking window after.
Well, yeah, but if it was any longer, she'd be dead on the spot there. Because that's a fucking lobotomy.
Yeah, you know what? That is actually a good idea for this. You could, like, in honesty, like, think about this. You could make a game where Invasion USA, you could make it where it's zone oriented. So every time you go to a new zone in the game, you're going to another area, and you have to advance to another area, and advance to another area, and advance to another area, and just keep advancing.
Would there be like the highway section where you gotta save the school bus?
Yeah, you could. You know what you could? Here's how you would do. Here's how I would do Invasion USA. We'd take Chuck Norris, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and we make him like a special fucking forces unit with Jean-Claude Van Damme as DLC character. I put down the controller because I've thought about this. Then, as you have
would we do couch co-op?
Yeah, you could do couch co-op. As you have invasion moments in this fucking game, you would have these characters, these superheroes, going and dealing with the scenario, like Chuck Norris, all these type of guys, and each guy has a different way of fighting and dealing with the scenario. So let's say, you'd get a report of something, your character would do this, and then as one character interrogates one guy, he can move, so you can tell the other guy what's going on and give other information, and then that way you can move around as USA is kind of moving around. The problem
can we have a DLC with the Punisher?
Yeah,
you would have a very high interrogation stat.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Invasion USA, you know what? You don't even need a fucking thing. Like, this could work. This could actually legitimately work. I know I am basically just creating another Black Ops game, but...
I know, but at least this one's going to be better than fucking Black Ops 6.
Wait, wouldn't that be more of a Division game? Sorry, I try to remember
No, Division is nothing like that. Division's more post-apocalyptic in New York City kind of shit. It's not at all like what you're thinking. It would be closer to the first Black Ops. In fact, my favorite scene in the entire fucking game of Black Ops 1, where you're interrogating the scientist, shoving like a piece of glass in his mouth. Your buddy holds him as you punch him, having the glass fuck up his mouth. And like, we could do this all day. Got plenty of windows.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say to that one.
That was my favorite scene because it was like, yeah, this is kind of real. this feels real.
Yeah, that's disturbing. Like I've done some messed up shit in my life. I haven't done that. Although I do remember my friend telling me the tale about how he was telling me about this. He was telling me stories about how some places in the world, what they will do is if they want to interrogate somebody, they'll pull like a little piece of glass and then they'll say pull his pants down. It's like, oh, I submit. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where that. Yeah, beer bottle, and a beer bottle and a penis. I do not want to know what's going to happen when you decide to put those two together. And beer bottle, penis, and hammer. No, just fucking no.
God damn it! You got the bottle stuck in my dick. The hell.
I heard that.
sorry, it was just kind of funny. It was like the bottle doesn't break, so it's just like, well, you got a new cod piece now. Have fun.
That would be disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. That shit would fuck me up as a whole. Like, no, Moss. Nope. I'm out. I'm fucking out. No, okay. I submit. What do you want to know?
Yeah, but what was it? Well, you gotta be thinking about Black Ops and Call of Duty, like the postification of what happened, because every Black Ops since number 2 hasn't been nearly as dark. If anything, Black Ops 2 tried to be Metal Gear, and then all the other ones were like, remember World War II? Why the fuck are we here in World War II? What the fuck is this?
You know what? World War II had some interesting Black Ops moments in life.
No. I'm talking Black Ops 3 or 4, where you go through this like VR headscape, and the lady's talking about the Tiger 2. The King Tiger in World War II. It's like, yeah, the King Tiger was a fucking failure. Yeah. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The thing had a massive weight to power ratio where the engine would just fucking die because it's trying to move all that bullshit. Either way, sorry, I'm trying not to get distracted, but Black Ops 1 had that, yes, you feel like you're getting into some dirty shit.
Yeah, but for me, I wouldn't mind, like, a Black Ops series. I wouldn't mind a World War II Black Ops, just a pure World War II Black Ops. That's what I want.
That would have to be... I'm trying to think what was around then. It'd probably be in the the boots of a Marine. Likely.
No, there was a lot of Black Ops.
And the Royal Marine Commandos.
Yeah, I don't know.
If they had some excerpts from one of my favorite actors, if not my number one favorite actor and singer, how can I forget his name? Christopher Lee. Thank you. If they have stories about him and what he did, and they make that into a game for like World War II or whatever era he was in, that would be fucking cool.
I would be, if they did a Christopher Lee, I totally agree with you. That actually would be fucking kind of cool. Okay, so my next pick on that would be, well, because there actually is there's a movie based off a famous World War II where they basically pretended like they were shooting a movie. They pretended to shoot a movie in World War II, and what they actually were doing were actually sieging a fucking. They were actually legitimately sieging a ship. They were actually purposely were sieging a ship, but they were lying. Like, oh yeah, no, we're actually secretly making a movie. I can't remember the name of that. And they actually got the codes and shit. There's just some weird shit they've done over the years. Like there's some cool stories. Like World War II has some fascinating Black Ops stories.
Are you talking about Grand Theft U-Boat, where they stole a submarine?
Yeah, I think so. That was the one I think of. Yeah.
I'll be honest, there's a lot of main characters in World War II. Once again, I have to do a shout out, Percy Hobart, true inventor of the Blitzkrieg.
Yeah. There's some cool shit out there, but we would have to, like, me and you, like, we'd have to sit down and actually think about that, because I don't, my World War II knowledge is sketchy at best, but I do remember a lot of these really cool things that they had put in there.
Hell, there could even be a mission with planes in that World War II Black Ops, because they had the American guerrilla fighters, the Flying Tigers, over in China.
Yep.
Where they were flying P-40s.
There's lots you could do. I know there was a decent not PlayStation, wasn't 360, it was an Xbox game. There's an Xbox Great Escape game that's kind of loosely based off real events. And that
I didn't enjoy that game.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, granted, I was a kid, so unless I had knowledge of the movie, I probably wouldn't get it. But my father was like, oh, The Great Escape was a good movie. Yeah, you could rent that game. I was like, okay. I mean, it looks World War II, so maybe I'll have fun with this.
I was so sad that I couldn't get working on the emulator. I was so mad about that. Oh yeah.
But yeah, my number one pick for out of all the 5, give me a Judge Dredd game that plays like the RoboCop game. But a little bit of like you need to arrest this person, so you have like a system like Ready or Not. Pure cinema. Yeah. I will love it. That is my number one. By the way, Chief, you said what for your number one of your list of 5?
My number one was Highlander.
Highlander, okay.
Yeah.
What about 2 to 5?
I haven't gone through my thing. But I'm also keeping an eye on the chat, making sure people.
Let me do that. Let me take over for that.
Yeah.
In fact, what I'll do is I will cut the video off and reload it just in case the chat froze.
Yeah, we have the wow, that's messed up with the funeral conversation. That was the main one that we had for that. And I kind of agree, but again, my rule's very simple. Don't fuck with a man's woman. Period.
I never understood that shit, man.
She was an amazing card shark. Like fucking bar to none, best card shark in the fucking, like, girl that I ever met who could fucking do cards, man. Fucking amazing woman when it came to cards. Terrifying how good she was with that shit. Like, I mean, actually scary. Like, that woman could play any guy or any girl, man. Just really good at being a card shark.
That almost sounds like
yeah, scary pool player.
What was it? I watched this one guy who he was a bouncer at a casino, and people were asking him questions, and it was like learning all these different techniques, and it was like, holy shit. But to be a proper cheat, you either have to have one extra person as a player or have a deal with the dealer.
Yeah, and she taught me a lot of tricks. I know how to stack decks now because of her. I can do some pretty interesting things with cards. Although
that explains the deck of many things.
Nope. Dude.
I'm just fucking you. I'm messing with you. I don't truly believe that.
Yeah. I don't have to cheat the deck of many things, Bob. I just have to not show you guys and just outright tell you guys this is what it is.
That's even worse. That's foul.
Yeah.
Oh, that's foul.
I don't have to show you the video image of the deck. I can just take a picture of it. I just go picture. Oh, here you guys go. Oh, looks like Bob got hit with the fucking with 3 of the worst
with
cards.
The void.
Yeah, the void and the fucking death and this. Oh, Bob got hit all 3 times. Like, no.
Not to mention, what is it? The Fool, where a henchman turns on you.
No, that's not the Fool. It's something else. The Fool makes you stupid.
Oh yeah, the Fool makes you drain XP, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes you.
And you got to draw another card.
Yeah, it makes you lose intelligence, and then you draw another card.
Well, at least you were nicer about it, and I had an XP deficit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can be a real ass when it comes to that, but I make it a point not to, because I know my players don't need to be punished for drawing bad cards in the deck. If you pull, like, I make the joke with the deck of many things. If you really want to, if players are annoying you with the game, for example, if players are doing stuff that annoys you or setting you stuff up, like just pull out the deck and you can fucking you'll get your table up and running again. Your table might not be the same after you're done, but at least you got the table up and running again.
Yeah, the only reason I ever drew the card most recently was because I saw it as like, okay, I may not fully understand David Bowie, and I know he really doesn't care what I do, but it's nice to at least show affection for your host, you know? That was my mindset during that.
If you would have said, no, I'm not going to draw the card, he wouldn't have cared.
I know he wouldn't, but from Captain Bob's perspective, he's a host. I'm a guest now. Yeah.
He doesn't see it that way. He would have been like, okay, whatever. But
in any other context, like, remember last time we got the deck of many things, I threw it overboard. I don't want to deal with that.
Fuck, wrong way. I keep doing that. I keep doing the same. I keep doing that pattern. I gotta stop that. It's a bad habit of mine. Where, I got a bad habit of, okay, I'm going to jump in that one area that isn't the one area I need to jump into. It's like, shit. I got to start the whole thing.
You know, if I ever get a PC and a printer, you know what I'm going to do is the first thing? Get that picture that I got from Ghost Pepper and actually print it out and tape it on my wall.
Yeah, that was cute. That was so cute.
I want that in my house.
The last I spoke to that individual, he doesn't want to come back, but he won't be until February now, apparently.
Wait, he doesn't want to come back?
No, he wants to come back, but he
Oh,
can't.
okay. Okay, not till like next year.
Yeah,
I'll be sure to keep his chair warm, alright? I miss him.
Yeah, we do miss him. We want our other bushwhacker back. He would have been fun. I would have got him in daytime streams if we could have, because he would have been fun to have on. He's his own character, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I still miss Ghost Pepper. I still think about that.
Hey, could have wished him back.
I wasn't thinking about that at the time.
Yeah, you could have wished him back. I'm having a hell of a time figuring out where the fuck I need to go. It's such an annoying stage.
Yeah. Well, at least now I have. Wait.
Yeah.
Was
Tango and Cash.
Okay,
so
yeah, Tango and Cash.
What was the other one? What was the Tango and Cash? You did Precinct 13, so I don't have to do Precinct 13. I wouldn't mind a thing of the Sandlot. That would be a fascinating idea for a movie.
The Sandlot, the baseball movie?
No, the Sandlot, which is based off of the weird horror movie, the horror movie with vampires. It was made by Stephen King.
Okay.
Also, another movie I wouldn't mind seeing being made is Fright Night. Fright Night would be fun.
I don't think I'm familiar with Fright Night. Or that version of Sandlot.
Yeah, Fright Night. Yeah, no, you're thinking of the Sandlot Club.
No, it was just called The Sandlot. Was the name of the movie, the baseball one.
I don't remember that at all, but yeah, okay. I know the movie you're talking about. I thought it actually had an extra name to it. Actually, it wasn't just the Sandlot.
That was one of those few movies where my old man tried flexing on me.
Huh.
It's like, you see that? Those are my Legos. I had Rector sets. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It would be talking about Erector sets, and it's like, okay, I get it, but come on, really? You gonna try to flex it on me?
I hate this fucking stage. I hate this fucking stage.
Oh man.
Oh no!
It'll be like one of those few moments where I'm like, all right, give me the control.
Yeah. Because it's this underwater part that I hate. They hate so goddamn fucking much because I'm not.
At least you don't drown.
Yeah, I know, but I hate the stage so goddamn fucking much. It's like I just want to fucking. And the problem is what happened was I got knocked out by one of those goddamn fucking Cenobite motherfuckers, looking motherfuckers, the ones in all the leather. And I hate those guys so much, and I can't kill them fast enough. That's the thing. I find at least this version, I find they're way tougher. Like I've actually noticed that they seem to be a little tougher.
They do have different variants.
They do, yeah, they do.
They are kind of my favorite enemies, but it's just because they usually have like a mace and their little burst pistol or whatever the hell. But I know there's one that's just like, fuck it, I go full auto with my nail gun. Yeah.
That's I don't like wasting nail gun ammo, but I'm trying to find the. I think this is it. I'm trying to find that zone, and I'm just like,
I'm almost surprised you can't pick up their weapons or at least get ammo from them.
It is the same weapon.
I don't think the Violator. No, the Violator doesn't fire the same stuff.
No,
Violator is a conventional cartridge.
Yeah, the Violator is, though, when you look at the Violator, they're firing the same ammo.
No, they're not. Or are you saying like the effect? Like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, the appearance of the projectile, yes. But the Violator fires a conventional cartridge that is in a unique magazine.
Yeah.
So the magazine makes absolutely no sense. Because in theory, you would only have 3 shots. Because it's a 3-shot cylinder.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. There. Fucking dead. See, I can't wait to get that bomb. That bomb solves so much problems.
Yeah, the green ones.
Yeah. I'm already fighting the green ones because I'm so far in.
If I'm not mistaken, there's another variant. There's like the
Black ones. They're pure black.
Yeah,
they're the
all
ones.
black.
Yeah. Those are the ones that do the Violator damage.
Yeah, because the first one's like a 3-round burst. The second one's like a 5-round burst, and the last one is just full auto.
Yeah. That's what I was fighting.
Ugh.
Yeah, no. So yeah, there's Tango and Cash. I had. Although I would like another one, I wouldn't mind another Willow video game. I know there's more than one, but I wouldn't mind a video game.
I don't think I'm familiar with the Willow.
We watched Willow. I'm almost certain we did.
Remind me.
That was with Warwick Davis, the guy who's the midget.
Can't quite say, no.
Okay, we might have to watch Willow then, because I thought we watched Willow. We definitely have to watch Willow now. That's actually one of the best sci-fi fantasies that I remember seeing. It has Kurt Russell in it, and it has Val Kilmer. Sorry, Val Kilmer. It has Warwick Davis, and I can't remember who the other girl was. But they're all like, it's all like a really good horror. Like it's like not horror, but a really good fantasy. It's like one of the best fantasy movies of that era, where you had. Yeah, fuck that shit. Violator all the way. I'm fully healed. You get violated when I'm fully healed. The only problem is I think those eventually will get up. Well, I can solve that problem.
What will get up?
The monsters that are dead. If they're still there, they get up after a while.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently.
I honestly thought they were dead. They just died from conventional weapons. Because the soul gun, obviously pops them into a life force, and then magic stuff makes them die from the magic effects, be it from the void or from the fire.
Yep.
Yeah, I never questioned. It's like, oh, I killed the guy with a gun. Okay, yeah, of course there's going to be a body. He's not just going to chunk.
No, they do come back after a while, but it's like it takes a very long time apparently.
Okay.
That's what I was told. Anyway, let's see. We got.
Whoever told you, I think they may not have it in the remaster because I never noticed that.
Well, how long do you stay in that area to find out, right? And do we really want to sit? Do we want to just stall the live chat just to do that to find out? No. We're so close. We're so close to finishing it. I got one more thing in the lava ducts, and then we got to move to the next zone that I need to get the next Dark Souls. I just don't know where the next Dark Souls will be. What's next on that list? Find the Dark Soul. Find 2 Dark Souls. Okay. And I've gotten everything there. We're so close to finishing this off. That's the sad thing. We are absolutely at the brink. It's just finding the few Dark Souls I need to find to solve the scenario. It's just, where the fuck are they? Where are them Dark Souls? Where are they now? Here, little Dark Souls. Here, boy. Here, boy. I'm here to rescue you. So you can be my dark engine for the continual destruction of the enemies of life and creation. Ah, chainsaw guy. Ah. Go away. Go away. Go away.
Be gone.
Be gone. Do you know the way? There we go. He knows the way. Now, is this guy going to know the way? Yeah, you're going to know the way soon, buddy. Yeah, you know the way. I helped him find the way. Sorry, I got to stop that. I'll be making that joke for the rest of the day.
Do you know the way?
I'll show you the way. I can't believe that became a thing. Corona-chan also became a thing, which was weird. That people were worshiping Corona-chan.
The only weird thing is the level of, like, how dare you? Don't you know this is a serious thing? It's like, huh? I don't know. I think that the worst part about the 2020s was everybody losing their shit. And I was like, mate, if you just keep a focused mind, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just calm, collected, you'll be fine.
Okay, let's talk about 2020. What the fuck? You know what? We'll see. Hopefully this doesn't get us banned off YouTube, but apparently YouTube's not supposed to do that anymore as long as we follow the rules. Yeah. I will never forget granny toilet paper wrestling. I will never forget that. That to me was one of the worst things I think I ever had. I also quickly realized that my cousin does not shop, because my cousin was like, hey, you know what? You're older than me. I'm going to go, because he's in his 20s. I'm going to go and get you food. It's like, okay, sure. What the hell? He wants to go get food? Fine, I'll pay you just to get the money. And he'd give me these grocery bills. I'd be like, $400. And I'm like, I could get this for like under $3. Because he would go for top of the line, and he would go to the most expensive stores to get this shit. And I'd be like, why, man? Why? Fucking killing me here.
Yeah, the weird thing was, when I was at the time over in California, the toilet paper aisles were well enough stocked. Like, yeah, sure, there'd be shelves that are empty. But also, at the same time, I'd only get one thing because I'm the only person living in the house.
Oh no, where I was at, there were grannies at war, man. I actually saw somebody grab toilet paper from a granny's fucking thing and slap the granny in the face. Like full out fucking fuck? Yeah, this big overweight woman grabbed her toilet paper, right? And she says they're only supposed to take one. Pulled out the toilet paper and decked her.
That is a Karen on another level.
I saw some wars, man. I saw people fighting over jars of pickles. Jars of pickles, people. There were wars, man. They were just going at each other. And I was like, I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck are you doing? This isn't worth it. I kept thinking to myself.
Wars.
Yeah, like there were people fighting over a jar of pickles because there wasn't. And I remember empty aisles. I had not seen for a long time. At that point, I had not seen an empty aisle in a while. Like empty aisles were rare, back then. And I was like, really?
This 100% proves to me, and what everybody's been saying during the 2020s.
Yeah.
Is like, we weren't survive a zombie apocalypse. We'd kill ourselves out before anything.
Yeah, it really does show how bad it was. For me, someone like me...
Yeah, and I was like, mate, you think you're going to survive the zombie apocalypse, meanwhile, during, 2020s, you were shitting yourself thinking about it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
oh,
now imagine going to the mall and having to deal with someone that might be coughing up fucking... zombie sludge as their fucking
zombie goo.
Yeah, I get what you're.
Oh, and wait till you got the TikTok people doing the fake zombie pranks.
Yeah. I was shocked at how bad people were in the 2020s. I'm not gonna lie. This is why we wanted to talk about zombie stuff, because we technically had our zombie invasion recently, and I still think it's one of the freaking wildest things I watched back then, where just the level of crazy people did to themselves, and I was like,
Oh, also the Summer of Love.
well, we won't talk about the Summer of Love. We want to stay away from the Summer of Love a little bit, but just because I know that will get us in trouble with you.
Oh, okay. Very well.
That will
maybe on Rumble.
Maybe on Rumble. But no, I remember just being floored by the level of just anger people had. And I was like, why are you so fucking angry over this? It's not like you think. I also remember people laughing and joking about, oh, you're on vacation, ha 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 ha. Oh, the government's giving me money, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, buddy, no, that's not free money, man. They're gonna want that money back, and exactly what happened.
And what do you know? They wanted it back.
Yeah, but they were super excited for that free money for the first couple weeks.
The odd part was, the only reason I wasn't affected is I'm already an introvert that rarely goes outside. And I know a lot of people are like, it's not as bad, because I can understand some people who are more active. Like, yeah, it's a personal hell for them.
Yeah.
But even so, you're not restricted from going outside. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I legit remember I was more of a, like, I was talking about that with my friend. I legit remember how I was like, they had that thing where it's like, I played video games for most of that week. I literally I bought myself a bunch of games and just waited the years out of my thing. I honestly should have started live streaming then. I was actually very, very, like, at that point I hadn't started the full live streaming. I was just doing the reviews. I should have started live streaming around then. Like, I think that would have been a lot more fun for me, but I would have been on for hours just gaming at that point.
So you want to know one of the ways, because eventually some businesses were like, oh, did you take the most recent booster shot or whatever the hell?
Yeah.
You want to know how I got out of that line of questioning?
Huh?
Military prototype, high end.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, sure, I did get it in the military. That wasn't a lie.
Yep.
And everybody's like, oh, the military gets the best stuff.
No, they don't.
They believe that. I didn't need to show my paper. Like, hey, you want my 214?
Yeah. I was mortified at how much they. All I gotta say is Agent Orange. And anybody says that, Agent Orange, man, Agent Orange. You want to? Yeah. The military really helps out itself. Agent fucking Orange, baby. Like, just ask yourself that question. And just think about the fact that a lot of people got a lot of diseases after that, and that shit was like, oh, it's supposed to be safe. Yeah, it really wasn't.
Not to mention, whenever I was at a halfway house, and you know how they always had the oldies on? I keep talking about that, like the old black and white cowboy shows.
Yep.
There was always an ad for, it's like, if you or a family member has served at Camp Lejeune during this year and this year, you may be able to get compensation for something that happened in the water.
Yep. A lot of people, you know what? Not gonna lie, a lot of people should. And I'm not, like, I'm all for, the treating of soldiers, man. Like, I believe that we throw boys in there, and they really don't get the fucking proper treatment or care that they properly need. And I don't believe in all of it. I believe some of it's shit. Like, there's certain things that they allow now that I would never ever allow back then. But it's just disgusting that the way the way sometimes they treat the boys.
Oh man.
And when I say,
never mind, we can't talk about that. YouTube's gonna get angry.
Yeah, YouTube will get angry. We gotta be very careful. But no, I agree.
I will keep it simple and I'll keep it vague.
No.
Wait. Okay.
I'm not even risking it.
I don't like somebody getting pay.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. People deserve pay, and
When
they
they're
don't
not
get paid.
working, all right? When they're not working, why are they getting paid? And we have to bust our ass twice as hard for them.
Yeah. Well,
Because we
no.
got to cover their shift. That's why I get mad at.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's a life thing. We just gotta be very careful. And
I am. That's where I'm stopping.
yep.
I
Nope.
keep it vague. There we go.
Yeah, that's as vague as we go. So anyway, like I was saying here before we kind of went off topic here, but yeah, no, I think for me that is actually a good idea for like I think we have a good collection of video games that could be like movies that should be video games. I think Highlander would be one of the hardest ones to sell, but Tango and Cash would be so fucking easy.
Oh yeah, it's what's his name in Lynch, just with more '80s action.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I know it never did come to be, but I personally wish we would have ended up getting that Beverly Hills Cop movie. I still think that would have been a great movie, a great video game. Bow, bow, bow,
I'm
bow,
still
bow,
gonna stick
bow,
with
bow,
mine.
bow. Go ahead.
Because honestly, that is just the way to go. Judge Dredd, RoboCop.
Oh yeah, we need another Judge Dredd. Honestly, I don't think RoboCop was fucking okay. If my computer could handle it, it could had. We'd be playing that.
If you can handle the new RoboCop game.
Oh yeah, that new game is amazing. I played it at my friend's house. I was just like, this is the greatest game I think I've ever played. And I was legitimately, that's what I said to my friend. I said, buddy, greatest RoboCop game I have ever fucking played. Bar none, best fucking RoboCop game.
And outside of mods, no game allows you to have that level of power fantasy where you could just pick up a fucking dumpster or a motorcycle and chuck it at a guy.
Well, yeah, like, and that's the thing, like that really gives me hope for the next Terminator movie. Like, I think those guys are doing the next Terminator game. That gives me a little hope for that next game. Like,
please let me play a T-800.
Yeah, I want to play a T-800 too. That would be fun.
And everyone focuses on like what the T-800 looks like with the skin suit on. It's like, no, I like the endoskeleton.
You know what I want more of, actually, and we still haven't gotten in a long time, is I wouldn't mind more Godzilla games. We haven't had other than that one.
How would you make it? Would it be like perspective of Godzilla, or you're trying to escape?
Yeah, I want to. Hello, how is Spooky? We were doing good playing Shadow Man. Yeah, we are going this way. I think. Yes, we're going this way. I wish there was a map. I am so fucking turned around. Yeah, we would. I would love to get another Godzilla game. Like another beat 'em up would be good, but I would love a legitimate, honest Godzilla game, like something a little more based off the power fantasy. Like,
okay,
War of the Monsters is such a good fucking game.
Is that the 3D one?
Yeah, that is the 3D one.
Yeah, where one of the monsters a gorilla and the other one's a lightning eyeball. Like his entire body's like purple lightning. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's a cool game. Yeah, I want that. We want more. Shit, I opened that up already. I also, okay, as much as the game sucks, I love the Godzilla music for that Nintendo game. That game has such fucking bitchin' music. Bow 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 bow. Yeah, that's fucking great. Oh yeah. But no, overall, I want more Godzilla video games. We need more Godzilla video games. Fucking bar none. Just give us more, baby. I think it's this way. I think I can.
Okay, little chief that could.
Nope. Wrong way. I thought I could.
I thought I could.
I thought I could. Good. I hate this. I hate this zone so much. I hate the lava ducks. I hate the lava ducks. Hate them. We are doing good, ours. If you wanted to join us, I do believe you have a voice chat for this. You could pop on if you wanted. We
Yeah,
are
I'd love
going
to
to.
have you.
Yeah, I'd have to. I think I'd have to unmute you. That would be the only problem. We'd have to fight the mute bot. But no, we're just talking about horror. We're talking about movies we want to see for that, and then we're going to talk about horror movies you could survive. Will be probably tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, because that unfortunately is gonna Bob's gonna have a problem with that.
Horror movies that I could survive. Hmm.
Sorry.
That'd definitely be something to think about in the meantime.
Yep. Pinhead would. Pinhead's the easiest. Okay, actually, let's start doing this.
Already? Okay.
Yeah. Fuck it. We got time. I'm not fucking doing anything for another half hour. I was gonna order some food that I'm basically I'm in a fight with my brain right now if I should order some Quiznos because I want Quiznos. I want Quiznos today. Quiznos. We got the burger. I'm thinking about some Quiznos today.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about those things.
I'm thinking ordering some Quiznos, ordering some, maybe some. No. Okay. So I am thinking. Okay, so horror. So we're going to first start with the Pinhead franchise. How would you survive the Pinhead franchise?
Don't touch the fucking cube.
It's more than just a cube. Remember, any blood that goes on an area that someone who's died, who's given themselves to the Cenobites, will also be affected. Now, I'm assuming this is the dead end, so I'm just gonna keep swimming.
Now, my best recollection is Cenobites are sometimes wild cards, from my understanding.
Yeah.
Because it depends whether or not they can sniff that you are just on the teetering edge of going over.
Yeah.
And giving yourself. But
no, actually, they kind of have a weird 50-50 with their mentality and their attitude. So, if I'm right, this should be the passage. We'll see.
My best thing that I would have for them is like, hey, boss, not interested, but appreciate the offer.
No, unless you play with the puzzle, they'll think, the way...
Yeah,
the way
I don't plan on playing with the puzzle box. I know what the thing looks like. I'm like, yeah, nah.
Okay. So, then there's...
If anything, I'd probably throw it in the dumpster.
Okay. All right. Okay, so my thing is I totally agree with you, but I would be like, you got to be careful because there are, like... The Cenobites are an interesting franchise. I wouldn't mind doing a Pinhead, a Hellraiser 1 and 2. Like, I'm thinking of, like I said, me and you got to do a Bob and Chief video. Like, I was planning on doing something like that where it's just me and you just roughly reviewing movies, but just having, like, and using OBS to do that. We probably could. That'd probably be an interesting idea, and just kind of stream, live it afterwards and do live stream just conversations. But that's like after us watching the movies and then just having a conversation. But I'd love to get you for a Pinhead. I'd love to get you for a Pinhead conversation personally, because Pinhead's an interesting beast.
I know some things about the main man himself, like what his human life was like through the comics.
Yeah, he was a World War I soldier.
Yep. Eventually things started getting dry, mixed with the horrors of war, and some Cenobites did not think he was doing his job well enough as time went on.
Yeah.
And eventually he got replaced.
Yeah, he got replaced.
The interesting factor is that each of his pins is actually like a fragment of power from Behemoth.
Leviathan, not Behemoth.
Oh, sorry, Leviathan. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, Behemoth actually apparently exists in the Cenobite world. I just don't know much about Behemoth as an entity, as what he or it is.
Behemoth guards the entrance to the realms.
No. Behemoth is, I think it's Leviathan. It's Leviathan, Behemoth, and one other entity. I just can't remember what the other entity was. So
I'm also trying to think of what I remember Behemoth being is he's
I'd have to look in the lore of that franchise, and the franchise's lore is batshit insane, and you'd be like looking up for days type of thing. It's one of those like really crazy lore.
Is it also like kind of like superheroes where you got to get a certain version, or else the story's just going to be off?
No, it's not that bad, but it is a franchise that is all over the place because because the movies basically diverge way past the actual storyline. And then Arus, do me a favor, give me a heads up when LCX starts running, then we'll switch off. Oh, I might stay on for a little longer.
Oh, also, the captain's doing his thing right now. You could be watching him.
Yeah, you could be watching.
Last I checked, they were fighting a Jin Dahad.
Yeah, I haven't looked at their stuff right now because I'm busy running around getting lost in this fucking movie. I'm looking for one fucking soul. One fucking soul. God damn it. I hate this area so much for Dark Souls. Oh, it's one of the worst areas for Dark Souls.
Dark Souls?
No, this is one of the worst areas for the Dark Soul like thing because I can never find everything. I can never figure out where what if in the butt is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because this one's annoying because it's like I am notoriously I get turned around because of the way that this thing is. It's circular paths, but it's circular paths with multiple entrances and exits. And each exit and entrance can go to another exit and entrance that you can create. You can open up another door to get to another entrance. So this is my most hated zone. To the point we need to get all the souls in here because the other areas are a little like there's like a soul here, a soul there type of thing. I'm at that point where I'm going to be stuck otherwise. And I literally just need one fucking Dark Soul, like one soul left here. One fucking soul. Oh, it's driving me nuts. Because... Nope, that's not the right way either. Okay, down I go. Down I go. Okay, next zone. Okay. Alright, so it's not that one. I don't think it's this one. I think it's that one over here that's coming up. Yeah, it's that one right there. I'm almost certain it's this one. If it's not this one, then I'm going to probably just move to another soul because this is starting to piss me off. So the Cenobites are an interesting creature in a lot of ways, and they are relatively annoying in some ways because of how, like I said, they really do perceive themselves as something of the greater extent. And I don't know, like I said, Clive Barker originally only wanted to do 2 fucking things. So the fact that they were forced to make a 3rd and 4th fucking thing, it just kind of like wasn't something he wanted to do. I remember that being a big issue, and that he really didn't want to like continue the franchise. And you know, being one of the best gay fucking horror writers out there, I kind of agree with his mentality of, yeah, I really don't want to keep doing this over and over and over and over again. Because he was one of the #1 horror guys at that. I still think he's one of the best horror writers out there. I hate calling him the gay horror writer, but you know, I've been doing that lately just to like, you know, add emphasis that people need to really understand that this. When I hear people go, oh, you know, certain people don't know that you can make something of your own. It's not impossible.
So in the modern era, the term effort is a forgotten concept.
It really is, right? It really is a forgotten concept, and there are some great artists.
We can't do this because we have these limitations that we have put on ourselves. It's like, no, just do it, man. Shit. Nothing's stopping you.
And like I said, like I keep saying, you don't need to have copium's amount of alcohol and cocaine to pull a Stephen King, okay?
You also don't need like 50 different pictures of women's feet.
Like that was the amusing thing with him. It was like
you don't need to be Tarantino.
Yeah, there was so much drugs that Stephen King did, which is sad because I think you know, his sober stuff was also good too. I don't have a like. There seems to be this hatred for his sober or some of the sober stuff. And I'm like, well, his sober stuff was good too. I don't know why there's this rage boner over his sober and not sober stuff. I think his sober stuff had some good merits, and I think his drinking stuff had some good merits too. Like both had their own cup of tea. You know, both had their own story, their own aspect, and their own elements of good and bad. You know, like, but no, there are like there's just different stuff. And I'm not a huge King fan compared to other people. I'm more of an H.P. Lovecraft guy. And apparently everything he did was racist, which really irks me because no, it wasn't. I hate that mentality. I really do hate that mentality. I am so done. I am so done with this stage. I am so fucking done. Yeah, I'm done. I can't do this. It's gonna make. I'm just. My eyes starting to twitch more and more and more and more and more, and I need out. I need out now.
Get me out now. Where's the chopper?
Yeah, where's the chopper? Get me out. I'm done. I'm fucking.
It's me, Big John.
Yeah,
One of these days, I want. Do you think we could do a playthrough of Dusk?
I'd have to get it on the computer. That's the only downside, and I don't have the memory for it, unfortunately, right now.
Oh, if I was able to have OBS connected straight up to my PlayStation while you want to commentate, I could do your gameplay.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. Dude, you know how much I'd love to play Dusk on here. I love Dusk. I think Dusk is amazing. I think it's one of the better games out there, to be honest.
Yeah, I still forget the name of those specific enemies that are my favorite. The floating suits of armor that sound like a screeching chair when they spot you.
Oh yeah.
I always called them the Iron Maidens, but I love them. They're just the coolest.
Yeah, that is my only complaint with Dusk was all the noise. Was like a lot of the monsters don't really have they have noises. They don't really have like an actual like registration. They're just kind of like a lot of the creatures are like and fucking weird like half things. It's like I get the idea, but I found it annoying more than anything else.
Heretic.
I didn't mind that. That shit was fine. That was okay. That to me was a good those batted the nerves. Actually, now that Cultic is done, I'm actually debating about maybe picking up Cultic next year. Like sometime next year. I just don't want to pick it up now until we figure out what's going on with the channel a little more. There we go. Okay, I think I'm going to the right areas now. I have 2 Dark Souls to hit, and then it's. I think I'll have it. At least I hope so. If I don't, I'm going to be really sad. I'll be a very sad panda if I can't. If this is.
Speaking of which, 5-minute bathroom break. So how's the stream going? What topic are you talking about?
We are talking about Dusk now as we are having a conversation. We're having a good laugh at a little bit of stuff. We should. So next on the list, Nightmare on Elm Street. This would actually get you killed. I honestly, Bob, can I be honest? This is where I know Bob.
Yeah, it's very rare for me to ever have dreams, and when I do, they end up becoming body horror nightmares.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's. I think it's a mixture of what you said.
Yeah.
Of like a fear of getting old, but also. I think I have some unrequited issues that I've tracked from my military experience.
Yeah, I think your ass is unfortunately grass when it comes to Freddy Krueger. I'm sorry, because I'm an active lucid sleeper, lucid sleeper, and I'm also one of those guys who, they can't really, fucking with me in my dreams is kind of weird because I'm not as evil as Freddy Krueger, at least original Freddy Krueger. I'm not as evil as that Freddy Krueger, but I'm up there. So to me,
Bon appetit, bitch.
Yeah. I'm kind of just as malicious and vindictive as him. Just not the serial killer aspect when it comes to that.
I don't know.
Hey,
Is faith ever an aspect?
Not well, unless you count Kruger's what was her name there? Kruger's mother.
Because my view on it is like, I may not be able to stop him, but I don't know. I think Big Brother's watching. I may have a chance there.
Like the thing about Kruger is he's an interesting dream creature. Like it all depends which Kruger we're talking about. If we're talking about original Kruger was a child murderer. He's also like he's like the son of a 1,000 murderers. He has all these like little side things that he keeps doing. So it all depends which version we're talking about. But most of Kruger is, as long as you're smart enough, Kruger can't get you. Like he's one of those. His ultimate power is the fact that, you know, people have to want to deal with Kruger. Like you have to actually actively remember Kruger. Killing Kruger is really easy. You just have to forget he exists.
Yeah. And isn't it true that the people he affects in the movies are just the kids whenever he died? That's why they remember him?
No. No, it wasn't that. It was multiple things. Like, it's a weird kind of fun little story arc with Kruger. Kruger's kind of an...
Now that you said that,
yeah,
I have another idea.
Yeah, go ahead.
Could this also be considered a critique on how the media takes serial killers and tries to make you not remember, or gets you to remember them, like John Wayne Gacy? Like how they try to make celebrities out of these fucking guys?
Sometimes we could actually have that conversation. That would be an interesting idea.
That's an interesting way to look at it. Is you have to forget about them, but the way the media is like, oh, remember this? Yeah, this horrible thing happened this time. It's like, well, why are you telling me this?
Again, remember the movie Nightcrawler? That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Nightcrawler made my skin crawl. That was fucking gross. It wasn't even supposed to be a blatant horror movie. It was just like what I'd consider a disturbing film.
It is, but it's disturbing because you realize that that someone, like, that's how modern media is.
Oh, thank you, Aris.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
He put links for Cat and Rum Panda.
Like modern media is now at this point, it's very, very disturbing how it treats killers and stuff. It's really wild, and it's fascinating on the mentality of people as a whole. Like I'm floored at what's going on with some of the stuff now. Like I really am. Like it wasn't like this 20 years ago, but now it's like everyone and their grandmother. Like
this is why
the way they it's
go ahead. Sorry, I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the way modern media is kind of not lie. Would be the best. Well, I guess best way to put it is fucking literally lie. They don't want the truth to be found out. They full narrative. Like a second. Like you could make a sequel to Nightcrawler, and it would be really easy to do. That's the scary thing.
Yeah, but one thing I like about like recent bad actions that have happened, you know, some of them ended in tragedy, other ones people have survived. Yeah. I like the concept that Mr. Herrera, Brandon Herrera, said it's like, we're not even going to give you the name because this piece of shit shouldn't be remembered. I was like, I agree with that. We don't want them to get the fame that they're probably trying to go for.
Yeah, and a lot of these people, they want that fame. They want that peacocking. Like, it's the same reason why TikTok became a thing. Like, TikTok is literally narcissism in a fucking app.
Bottle. Yeah.
And this is coming from a YouTuber. It's coming from a guy who is purposely opening up himself. This shit's too far. And that tells you something when I'm saying that.
And also, I'd consider you somewhat more wise than the average Joe. Even though you may not claim it, I say you are.
Oh, God, no. I'm a YouTuber. That makes me even less wise.
No, man. You still have wisdom.
Yeah.
And I like your little tidbits of wisdom.
Every once in a while, they're good. I can close the window.
Oh, this is why I always talk to older guys, and this is why I suggest to anybody, if you can, you find a trusted individual that's older and has more years on you, and you could feel that they may have a few stories up their sleeve, specifically old veterans. Listen to them. You may learn something about yourself.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like, I don't know. It's like I said, I'm all over the place when it comes to certain things. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from here. But no,
Who's next on the docket?
I'm hoping to get this area done, and this is the next big step. Is once this area is done, I'm collecting the Dark Souls. But no, so Freddy Krueger was the one, and Freddy Krueger. For me, Freddy Krueger is just kind of interesting as an entity because, like I said, there are 3 fundamental versions of Freddy Krueger. There's the original movies from the original one. Then there was the remake, which really disgusts me because that's gross. No, they doubled down on certain things that they planned on. They originally Freddy was supposed to be a certain something we're not going to talk about, but then they decided, well, we're not going to do that, and then they decided to do it. And it's like, why'd you do that? That's gross. I don't know. Yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with Freddy Krueger when it comes to that. Like, I still think Robert Englund made that villain a villain. And there's a
he's
Freddy.
Not a PNG, but he's a different kind of file. Wink.
Yeah, well, he's still a child killer. Like that was his favorite target was kids. And then he murdered. The reason he got busted.
How fucking pathetic.
Yeah,
I know he's supposed to be a villain. He's supposed to be something that's hated, but it's like, man, that's just as bad as going after the elderly.
No, he did it. He did it mainly. I don't know why he did it, but he did it for a lot of other reasons. Like, and the thing is, his daughter was like. There's a lot of interesting stuff with Freddy Krueger when it comes to that. But it's a complex evil villain that deserves to be an evil villain. And it's funny because because a lot of people forget out of the laughs and the jokes and the ha-has. Yeah, he's a child killer. Freddy Krueger is a child murderer. People seem to not forget that he murdered kids, and that's why they
seem to forget that, not forget that.
No, they seem to forget that. Yeah, I know. It floors me that they seem to forget that. That's what always made me laugh. He's like one of the worst.
I'm not even a fan of horror movies, but I know the man's deeds.
Yep. And then the second movie, they amped it to 50. Or the remaster, which is really gross, but, whatever.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that. Next slasher,
Michael Myers. Michael Myers annoys me
Dead.
in every fucking hole. Dead.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. He may be bigger, but I live in America. Do the math. He's not like Jason where he's a revenant. He's just a normal big dude.
No, Jason, it all depends on what Jason, again. If we're talking about different Jasons, there are different Jasons, and different Jasons have different...
I remember the thing about Jason, it's like he just doesn't die, but if he does die, he comes back at a later date.
No, Jason's a deadite. That's not a joke. That's actually canon. Jason is a deadite from Evil Dead.
Ash! Need you.
Yeah, Ash actually fought him.
Groovy.
In the comic. Yeah, they actually did a Freddy versus Jason. That is not a joke. And Jason is effectively a deadite now. Like apparently it's in canon lore.
I won't lie. Ash made the term groovy cool again.
He really did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
it used to be like, oh yeah, whatever. Peace, love, and whatever. But no, he gets his full like chainsaw gauntlet on. He's like groovy.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Literally, that's like I said. I'll be doing a review on Earthworm Jim soon. I'm almost done. I gotta watch some more episodes. I'm not gonna lie. Earthworm Jim groovy is becoming like they actually use groovy in there. But that I honestly believe that whole thing was based off other stuff. And one of the best horror, one of the best things with Michael Myers is, he's this abnormally super-powered psychopath that really doesn't make a lick of sense to how he's that goddamn fucking powerful. But it is funny to watch a man, like, the fact that he does what he does. My favorite things is, I think it's 3 or 4 Friday the 13th, Halloween. It's Halloween, it's Halloween 4, I think, was the one with the little girl. And they have the little girl, it's one of the more laughable ones where he tears apart an entire fucking police station. I can't remember which one that is. I just remember
how.
I just remember laughing my ass off, like just giggling. I couldn't stop laughing because it's like, how are you that powerful? But they took him out. Like I remember they took him out with sleeping drugs. That was one of the things they did. He's all over the place for his power, and then they add the supernatural powers to Michael Myers.
I don't think the man even has powers. I think people are just blind.
No, he had supernatural powers, and then, like I said, in the end, let's be honest, who ended up taking him out? Who ended up ending him in the end? It was an elderly woman. Yeah, an elderly woman took out Michael Myers like a bitch. She dropped a fucking fridge on him. That's how the franchise. That's how the franchise ended. She stabbed him a bunch of times and dropped the fridge on him.
And nobody in the police station could drop this fucker.
Yeah, he killed.
See, you don't even require military training in America. Just drop a fucker, all right? The man has a knife. He has a kill record. He's coming after you. Drop him.
Yeah, I know. And in the end, he ended up going down like a little bitch. It's just kind of amusing. That's how he ended up dying. He ended up dying like a bitch. And it is one of the funnier deaths in the franchise, personally, in my personal opinion.
Now, before we move on, Jason, describe to me what a deadite is, and I understand some supernatural bits are about it.
It's literally it's a demon. It's a person who's possessed. That is literally a fucking deadite. That is in a nutshell.
Is his mother the demon?
No, a deadite. Okay, from basically when you fuck with the Necronomicon, the Sumerian demons and all the ancient demons that are in that fucking Necronomicon want out. And they want out hard, so they're constantly looking for a way to get out. So that's all.
That explains all the trees and shit coming alive.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's just basically you have demons that just start entering into all these bodies and stuff.
Oh, so does that mean throwing holy water on Jason's corpse after you take him down, and maybe I don't know?
It didn't work when they tried it.
Okay, I'm thinking, what is the burial rites of a Strigoi? I wonder if that would work.
No, he's done. Like he is going to keep coming back until you figure out how he got brought back. Technically, he got back using the Necronomicon. That's the most explanation they've had recently with him. So he's just kind of there.
Well, I'd say a wood chipper would do nicely.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. He'd just come back later. He's just kind of part of that aspect of that. He's basically
okay.
Yeah.
One thing I do gotta have an issue with that is I can understand the concept of possession, but that still requires matter that's together.
He unfortunately, because of his continual power base, it would be very hard to do that to him. Let's just put it that way. He'd be constantly an issue. It'd be a constant issue to try to end Jason. Jason Voorhees, unfortunately, is more dangerous because of what he is. He's basically
This is why I like the comic series that they had, where he turned into a park counselor. I don't know if you've ever seen those comics.
I actually, one of the few times you're going to hear me say "what" to a comic, because I don't know of this one where he turned into
it was a web comic where instead of being a slasher villain, Jason Voorhees is a park counselor at Camp Crystal Lake. And he has like that big brother aspect to him.
Yeah.
He stops bullying, he teaches people things. No, he always wears a mask, but he's like unnaturally buff. Like the man shredded.
You know what? The thing about
It's a feel-good comic. I know it makes little to no sense. No,
yeah,
but it's a feel-good.
Okay. Well, your volume changed. You're on quite significantly there. For a second there, I thought that was Nightwheel.
What if it's other?
Yeah. No, I would look at it from I don't know how I feel towards.
By the way, what's the next slasher?
Next slasher? Okay, the next slasher on the list is your headphones, right, Bob? Am I there? Hello? Did I die?
The hell? Okay, I had to double check if I'm actually here. Hello?
My bad. My phone died. We're here? Hello? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my phone died. My phone's acting weird. Like, yeah. All of a sudden, you started sounding like the audio just shifted, and I couldn't hear you properly. It's like, okay, I gotta reset.
Yeah. But no, I was saying it was like, what's the next slasher that you think of?
The next slasher. Well, the next slasher would probably be... okay, so next slasher is... We got Pinhead, we got that. Leatherface. Well, that's an easy kill. Dead. Yeah, that's an easy kill. That's a bunch of gun bullets. That's literally.
I say that's just a dude.
Yeah, that is a literal dude. He has really no superpowers at all. Yeah. And
superpower could be condensed into autism.
Yeah, that's it. Like his whole family. The problem is his family psychotic. That's the thing. You got to be like the thing about the people who died by him. All of them, let's be honest, all of them died because they were stupid. That is literally in a nutshell. Why did these people die?
There was a car insurance commercial I remember a while back.
Yeah.
And it was joking on how it's like, oh, hey, there's a still running car. We can get out of here. And she's like, are you crazy? Let's hide behind the chains. And then behind the chains, as they're all like waiting for the slasher villain's like looking at him. He like pulls up his mask and he just rolls his eyes.
Yeah.
If you're in a slasher movie, you're expected to be stupid. That shouldn't be the same as your insurance. That was kind of like the bit.
I think it's funny because that is kind of the way it is. Like the Shape and Leatherface are both entities that they're people. That's the problem. They can actually die. They're not supernatural. Jason Voorhees is a supernatural entity.
Supernatural natural entity.
Supernatural.
Supernaturalist entity. I know. It was just a mess up, but it sounded funny.
Yeah, a supernatural entity. That's what they are. So to me, it's a matter of dealing with that supernatural entity. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I think the funniest way I've seen Leatherface go down was in the D&D campaign where he tripped and fell on his own sword.
I am still angry about that.
That was fucking hilarious, and we had a great time.
That was fucking hilarious, but it was one of the funniest, worst deaths, I think. I still think it's kind of amusing that the one person who has his weapon doesn't like. So I decided actually.
Doesn't use it.
Yeah, well, he uses it. No, he still uses it, but he hasn't used it recently. That would be Arus who has it, yeah. But the funny thing about it was I was actually going to make it a cursed item that you actually slowly start turning into Leatherface by having it, but I kind of dropped that because I thought, you know what, the players earned it. I'm not gonna do that to them. That's kind of dickish. So yeah. I kind of removed the curse. But I was honestly at one time that thing was gonna curse you, and you were gonna like feel it after a while. I really, really, really hope that the Dark Soul is here.
Really? For the next one after Leatherface, because we all agree it's a dude.
It's John Carpenter. Yeah, it's John Carpenter's The Thing, and we're both fucking dead. There's no saving that one. You
Oh, give me a blowtorch. Give me a blowtorch. I can rig a flamethrower.
You can't risk it. You can't risk fucking this thing getting out. You fucking can't risk it, man. And you can't risk it taking advantage of you, man, or taking control of you, man. We are both fucking dead. I'm sorry. I wish there was a way to survive it. You ain't surviving the thing. I'm not surviving the thing.
Well,
I know it.
You know the blaze of glory. I'd at least go out with a bang.
Yeah, that's about right. The best you can do is kill everybody and make damn sure that your body doesn't get fucking used. Like, your best bet is to set yourself on fire or blow yourself up. It's just to get damn sure that fucking thing doesn't get out, because if it infected you, you might not 100% know it's there, and then you can fucking infect the world. If you're gonna go,
I'm
you
trying to think
right.
of how big the Antarctic facility, assuming we're at that said facility.
Yeah.
That would require roughly about 1,200 pounds of TNT worth of a load. Mix that in with some jungle jelly in there. The fire probably won't last long unless you something like a napalm with them instead of
get real drunk and set a timer and go to sleep. That's how that's gonna fucking end, man. There's no fucking nice way of saying it. We're both dead.
But yeah, like I said, that entire facility, 1,200 pounds of TNT worth of blast load. Hope you could find enough flammable material. Granted, I know it's a facility, so it's not going to have anything like that, but maybe line the gas lines with, yeah, you can probably line the gas lines.
Yeah.
Set a fire to it, and then the entire facility just goes pop.
Yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing is an unfortunate situation where if you got hit by that, it's over.
See, that's one of those, I don't consider it a slasher, but it is a horror flick.
Yeah.
I respect that one because it's like, yeah, that is something legitimately horrifying.
Yeah,
to where you got Leatherface and it's just like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, what can you do to, like, yeah, you can kill a Leatherface. You can't kill the thing. The thing infects you, and that's the end of that. I fucking hate the Thing personally. It's like one of my favorite villain monsters because, in all intents and purposes, like he says at the end, McCready says, one way or another, we're dead. We're dead. You ain't walking away from this. Like, we're gonna know.
Oh, speaking of the Thing,
yeah.
One game I'm gonna get if I ever get a PC is actually that SCP shooter game where you and a extraction team go in, because they have one at an Antarctic facility that is like homage to the Thing.
Yeah. I feel bad for that though. Like, if we were to do the SPC fucking horror stuff, man, there's a lot of stuff you just don't survive.
Yeah, but also the stuff you don't survive I find to be lame. I like the strange ones.
Yeah, same here.
Like they're very bizarre. They don't even have to necessarily kill. They're just, wow, okay, that's what that does.
Yep.
Because making something that kills and is scary at one moment.
Mm-hmm. Make something that kills.
I was just stuffing my face with pizza. But you could easily make something that's killed many people or whatnot, but the ones that are just particularly strange, like a stop sign that whatever looks at it, or whatever's within the 180 degrees of its facing distance, within a meter, just can't go past it.
Yeah.
Cars just shut down. For some reason, you feel tired if you try to walk past it. Shit like that. The Thalmiel type SCPs are the most interesting to me.
Yeah. Wasn't there one where there was a train where they actually like had to, like, it's just a train, and just anyone who gets on the train is just forever trapped on the train or something silly like that? I remember there's a couple weird ones.
I don't know that one, but I do know the sentient bus.
Yeah.
And the bus was very interesting because it was during, I think, World War II, where it made its way out of Japan because it's in the Japanese bus system.
Yeah.
And the researcher was asking it, well, how come you didn't try to save certain individuals or whatnot? It had the best answer I think any of the SCPs ever could have. You are humans? This is not my problem. This is something you need to fix on your own. I'm merely a bus. I'm just here for transport.
My favorite, like I said, I even worked on one a long time ago. I worked on one called the placemat to a because there's a little town that there are towns in Canada. They're just like they're just lost to time. They are legitimately and honestly lost to time. They really don't make a sense that they even exist, and they're like these super old things. So I had an idea of like what it was it was a card. If you got the card in the mail, and you got the card in the mail, what?
Sorry, I was like, oh shit. As in, I think I may have gotten said card.
You get a card saying greetings from such and such place. It's an old town. It's a postcard. If you get this postcard, most people will throw it away or not think anything of it. The second you throw it away, when you go to bed, you'll wake up the next day, and you'll wake up in what looks like a house, an old house, in the middle of fucking nowhere. Oh, Ellie's doing the commissions today and doing some drawings. We'll probably close out very shortly after this. So what happened is you go into the house, you end up in this house, and you wake up and it's a house in the early 80s. The TV is all 80s, and you are now a resident of this location. If you get a house, yes, it already exists. If you go to this town, it's a deserted town. No one lives there anymore. But if you go like it's a ghost town that people will live there. Now the problem is that you functionally exist in a vacant town that is forever vacant. Anytime anyone goes to these towns, this town is forever and always vacant. Anybody else goes to the town or visits you, basically you'll have hundreds of people in that town. There might even be thousands of people living in that town right now that are all part of a vacant, like they all think they're vacant. The only thing they can legitimately do is they can call each other on the phone. The phone can dial out to anywhere and anything. But you are permanently trapped in this town. You can't get out. It's like once you put that if you throw that postcard out, it happens. The effect happens.
Okay. I think there are two that I know of that are just like that. There's the one you described, and there was one that's a town that's like Christmas 24/7.
Yeah, this one isn't that horrific.
Yeah, that one was awful. I was like, just kill me.
Yeah, that one's not so. Yeah, this one's not so bad. But this one was an eternal town that you're forever, ever trapped in, and you cannot ever get away from. And it's one of those like awkward, weird houses that, like I said. And the thing is, you're in this place. You can turn on the thing. There's food, but everything is that of the '80s. Even the cartoons and TV shows are that of the '80s. Even the video game console, like some will have video game consoles. Some will have this. Some will have clothes. All of it's from the '80s.
That actually sounds kind of cozy, to an extent.
To an extent, but you're trapped by yourself and you can't ever leave. The only thing you can do is, if you want, you can you can actually send other people into your nightmare by sending them a postcard.
Oh.
So. Like the benefit is that there's no food. Like you don't have to worry about food, like because you can go and get any food you want. There's always fresh food the next day. There's always stuff there you can eat, but it's all from the '80s. You're eternally trapped in the '80s. I think that's kind of disturbing if you think about it. Like, could you imagine, like, you'd see the same movie over and over and over again, the same TV show over and over and over again, the same, like, you can't. Like if you go to the rental store, they all have the same three things. The video, you'll only have the video because you can't bring anything else into this reality. That's the problem. You see that's where the issue becomes a problem. It's like, yeah, sure, you can get there, but everything is an eternal trap to the '80s. That would eventually fuck with you, I think, after a while. I think you'd kind of be a little, like, that would mess you up after a while. Because you imagine, like, we live in a world that has infinite content. There is no computers. There is no this. There is no that. Everything that's in that place is where it is in the '80s. and it's always wet. It's always raining. It's always at the same time. We're in the same era, same timeline. You wake up every day. It's always drizzling. It's always cold, and it's always like kind of that cross between wet snow and wet summer. Yep. And you can't. There's nothing else. There's no food. There's no fish. There's no extra stuff, eh? Fuck, I'm off by one. I'm still haven't found that one Dark Soul I need to solve my problem here. Damn it! I'm so close. I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and go to the aqueducts again, but I'm gonna have to figure out how to get to that other zone. But no, I kind of like the idea of this eternal forever 80s. I was just kind of like this. Imagine being trapped in a world where you can never go anywhere. And the best you can do is you can call other people that are also trapped in the reality. That might be in a different house or a different location. That its own right would be kind of disturbing. Imagine being forever trapped, and you'd have everybody. You know there are other people around you, but you can't talk to them. You can't have contact with them. They don't exist on the same realm of reality that you exist, unfortunately.
So it's like a bunch of ghosts of other people who are trapped just like you.
Yeah, and they never age. They never get old, and the few times they have pulled people out is they age based off how long they were there. So if you've been there for days, you rapidly would age for years for every day you were there.
Hmm.
So you'd basically, yeah, sure, you got out, now you rapidly age and die. You have to get someone out right away. That was the game plan I had. Was okay, you have to get this person out like pronto. If they don't get out, they just go.
Okay. Because I know we went a little off topic. Next slasher?
Yeah. Next slasher. The Terrifier. The fucking satanic.
Is that the black and white one?
Yeah. I hate that. Okay, he's basically Freddy Krueger without any restrictions or negatives.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him, so likely I may die.
I think we're both dead.
Yeah, because I know nothing of him.
So next slasher, well, let's go with a classic, Chucky.
It's a fucking doll.
I mean, it's a doll that's killed, that damn near almost set the president on fire. Although almost nuked the world. So you know what? He's a pretty badass fucking doll. He almost killed everybody.
Yeah, but the same stance still hits. It's a
fucking
doll. And he would have died if that lady actually just threw him in the fire.
Well, she did. The thing is, he found a way. He found a way of actually. He's a lot more dangerous now because he found ways. It's actually canon now. Chucky has found ways to transfer his souls into other dolls. So you have a literal Mr. Smith problem with with Chucky now. He is
the best
actually.
Part is, I don't have any other dolls in this area. Anime fans may have an issue if you collect figurines.
No, that's the problem. That's the problem. What he'll do is he has multiple Chucky dolls out there. So there's a good chance, yeah, sure, you'll kill one of him, but then 50 will show up next day wanting revenge.
Social recall, or do like a company recall or some shit.
No, that's how he did it. That's how he's hundreds of these dolls, and he's possessed them 100. He's different. He basically splits his soul apart. It's been fucking with him a little bit, but he legitimately went pretty far with it.
I'm about to say, splitting your soul so much like that, there'd be nothing to possess after a while.
That's what was kind of happening to him a little bit. Fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah, that means each possession would be less and less. Okay, let's say they're all equal bits. Depending on how far he splits himself, he may not even be able to move around nearly as much.
No, he's become it still has standards. So keep in mind he's made a pact with the voodoo god of death.
Remind me who that is. Is that Baron?
Loa.
Loa.
Yeah,
Wait, I thought that was the Lady of Life.
no, Loa. But yeah,
Well, I
okay.
need to collect 100 Godot and give it to Loa then if I'm facing Chucky.
So yeah, or
And maybe ask Shadow Man for help.
I don't know. Like I said, they're trying to figure out how to kill him. Like in the last bit, I don't know how far. I think the series got canceled, unfortunately. So we never did find out how to truly put him in the ground. But they were really close to putting him in the ground by the end of the series.
1-800 Shadow Man.
Yeah, 1-800 Shadow Man. Freddy for me, for that character, he's more dangerous than he's dangerous because he's actually like an intelligent serial killer. That's just kind of a dangerous motherfucker, and he's not afraid to use ambushing, and he's one of those guys. He's just kind of a squirmy motherfucker. He's not afraid to be a prick. Like Jason Voorhees is an upfront fighter. He's gonna fight you to fight you. Chucky does not fucking care. Chucky will fight dirt as dirty as it comes, and he doesn't give a fuck. And that's kind of what I kind of like about Chucky, because he is a dirty little bastard in a lot of ways. And boy, howdy, does he play rough. All right, so next on our killer list, the Wishmaker.
Who?
I'm going up. Okay. Okay, the Wishmaster. Fuck. Okay, it's basically a genie, but okay, you don't know what it is, so I can't really. Next on our list, then we'll move on from the Wishmaster to Puppet Masters. The puppets from Puppet Master.
Who?
Oh God. Okay, so there's another one we can't do. Shit. Okay, so.
I know some names, like you have It.
Yeah. Okay. So we're not gonna do it. We're not.
It's a demon. Just get a priest.
It is actually easy to kill. Well, it is and is not. And I don't really feel like, the unfortunate thing about it is I don't feel like kind of the things with it is like you have to have psychic powers already. You have to have some unnatural gift to kill it. So technically we both die because we both don't have psychic powers.
Oh, that's a lie. You have psychic powers.
Yeah, it's not good ones.
Yeah, but I'd say you have the psychic power of suggestion.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works. It's just kind of a weird aspect especially because the alien that creature is kind of a weird thing. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Pennywise as a villain monster. It's one of those monsters where I'm like, I hate him. Out of all of them, the entity I like most is Neil Lepetet would be from The Stand, was one of my favorite, because he is legitimately just a bastard monster from the Cthulhu mythos.
Oh, Nyarlathotep? I didn't think he'd be a slasher.
Well, he's Mr. Smiley from the movie The Stand.
I never watched that one.
Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't know that. Okay, so there's a lot you wouldn't be able to touch on this one. So we are literally getting to the point where I don't think you can okay. Touch the villains because I think we're at least you've got one you can think of right now.
Okay,
I know you.
Unless we're talking for the supernatural aspect of the deity of the realm, what do you think about certain Dead by Daylight killers? Some of them are licensed slashers.
Yeah, for me, okay, all of them, because here's my problem with it. The deity basically makes them, they're okay.
Yeah, assume there are no, they're not in the realm anymore.
Okay, if they're not in the realm anymore, then they're all easily killable, because most of them aren't supernatural. No, seriously, think about it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
because I have looked into the lore of how the realm is. I still can't remember what the hell it's called. That whatever that entity is called.
It's Ravenloft. It's basically they stole Ravenloft.
Yeah, and then they got the D&D lich from the really shit D&D. It's like, oh
Yeah.
look, it's Vecna. Oh, it's Vecna. Oh guys, look. Yeah, fuck
Oh,
off.
did they actually put Vecna in there? No
Yeah,
fucking
they
way.
have Vecna. Yeah, they have Vecna the Lich in there.
Okay.
It is unironically
First of all-
Vecna, and they also have Dracula from Castlevania.
Okay, Vecna. First of all, Vecna would conquer them all. Vecna is one of the bastards of the franchises out there, and it's funny how much of a bastard he is.
Like I
Everything
said,
about
man.
that-
Now, granted, he's not stuck in the realm. He could leave whenever he damn well pleases. That is something that has been stated. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Well, because it's fucking Vecna. You can't
Yeah.
contain Vecna. It's fucking Vecna. He's uncontainable. That is what makes it kind of amusing. How do you contain an entity that cannot be contained?
Yeah. You know what I think would be the most fun to fight out of all of them?
Huh.
Like, I would have an absolute hoot fighting him, the Oni.
Yeah, I can see
The
that.
Oni,
But,
the Oni would be so much fun.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
like you have big angry man chasing you. Hey, have you ever heard of a Pac 40?
So I am.
Shoot him with some field artillery.
Yeah, we're gonna call it because I'm stuck here. But no, Vecna.
Is Pyramid Head considered a slasher by chance?
Yes, he is. Well, Pyramid Head
Okay.
is interesting. Pyramid Head, I think Pyramid Head's kind of fun for one reason and one reason only. Pyramid Head, let's be honest, Pyramid Head is basically the aspect of one individual. They turned him into a bigger thing, but he shouldn't be a bigger thing. He is
Yeah, because
essentially.
isn't he only the aspect of the guy character's guilt?
Yes, it's his guilt. For it's his guilt and it's his rage, it's his sexual frustration. It's a pent up aspect of who he was and what the things he did in his life. He's kind of a messed up villain in some ways. But that's why I'm really mad that they brought him in. They kept using him over and over and over again. That's because he just looked cool.
What about Safe Head? Or Safe Face? That is their version of Pyramid Head in the Evil Within.
I don't know who that is. I wouldn't
Okay.
know. Yeah. All right. So we'll talk about the Vecna thing. I think we should talk about that because that's an amusing aspect. But yeah. All right. I'd like to thank everybody for joining in. And tomorrow we're gonna do some more conversations, have some more fun, and we're gonna continue Shadow Man.
Yeah.
I gotta find that fucking soul.
Honestly, on top of the Vecna talk, you could probably get some real lore. Get the Gygaxian stuff in.
Yeah, he's broken. He's a broken entity in every fucking way. And the fact that Vecna would never allow these things to play him. He wouldn't waste his fucking time. All right, I'd like to thank everybody who enjoyed our little fun here. And yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow.